feel free to still play. It's nice that he said that, but we were going to do that anyway.
Yeah.
We love you,
man. I appreciate knowing that he's on the same page.
Right then, so what combat music? I believe I was using it. La, 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 from The Witcher.
I've turned you down.
Was it Silver for Monsters? Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, the Witcher 3 soundtrack's so good.
Alright, so I'm looking at my creator dashboard and it says the broadcaster has indicated that this channel is intended for mature audiences. I know it's mine!
Log in then.
I have logged in.
Do it better.
Shut your whole mouth, young man. Before I come over there and shove my dick in it and shut it for you.
It won't be sustainable anymore.
Sustain these nuts.
Oh gosh.
Brilliant.
Oh god, I accidentally dragged the map somewhere else and lost everything. There we go.
I really love the new zoom in function on Roll20. It's pretty good.
Alright. There we are. I am going to be passively. I completely forgot that I've got 10 floors left of the event in Fate Go. And if I don't do it now, I will forget about it. So I'm just going to do that.
Have you done that challenge quest yet?
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah, oh, did you use Karna?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used Lancer Artoria, and I think I cleared that thing in 6 or 7 fucking rounds. It was so easy. I figured you'd use your Karna for that.
Scarhawk actually did way more for me than Karna did, because Karna got the target focused up on him really quick, and he's got absolutely no defense.
Oh, I just used Mash and Merlin and fucking Titoria, and it was easy.
Oh, Titoria, nice.
Found a new case for my iPad. I'm happy with that.
Cool.
Nice.
I was always worried that I would lose my pencil. Now I have a case where my pencil goes in. Nice. I'm happy.
I'm happy that you're happy.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm linking it here just because you're all really interested in it.
Frank.
Yeah.
I lost honestly, I'm not sure. A maximum of £12 in January.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I was just at. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it counts though, because
it counts.
What?
It doesn't matter.
it just feels like way too much for how little I did, and I'm wondering if I'd measured myself like at like a blow, like if
it doesn't matter.
Okay, in that case, yeah.
That's
12
still a
pounds
lot.
Almost 1 stone.
Yeah.
in
Nice.
January. Yeah,
Nice.
it's like £3 a week, but it does go off fast. Like I started.
I lost something this month as well.
Your virginity.
No, the will to live.
Yeah, right.
I'm finally happy with my weight now. Like I'm finally.
Yeah, where you at?
I'm now at 95 kilos. So
Fine.
I have lost a total of 100.
Fucking standardized.
I've lost a total of 170 kilos now.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane.
in 1.5 years. So that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
That's great.
I was a fat bastard. I was that guy when you're in an elevator and you see me coming. You're like, no, hell no.
Jesus.
Dude, I feel ya. I like that is me right now. Like you could hear like the trumpet, you can hear like whenever I'm walking about. To be fair, I've lost a lot of weight recently, apparently.
You go.
But I'm still there. I still have my beer baby. I'm gonna name her Stella.
That's such a common name.
I was gonna say, let's make out to my fucking book. That's all I'm gonna be able to think about now.
Wait, what?
Oh, hey, when do I get to read your book? Because you were asking me about.
It's up on Wattpad.
Oh, wait, link.
First 2 chapters. I have been. Just follow my Twitter.
I don't Twitter. I don't Twitter.
Even sweet, bro.
I don't Twitter.
No,
I have
what's
Twitter.
Anything for this?
I'm trying to figure out how
Last
to
two
get
sessions.
Me-
Last two
viewer.
sessions, we went to Underport and
I'm
we
gonna
joined
check
the
Twitter.
Riot Squad, and we're trying to get some dudes who are selling shit illegally, even though everybody in this town does that. But we were hired to do this part.
Let's see. You said you linked to page, like two
By the
chapters.
way, how'd you like your character sheet now, Frank? Now that it's all nice
Oh,
and
God.
organized.
Yeah, perfect. Let me check.
Only
I'm
my
pinging it
only my autism could correct a character sheet. It was a fucking mess, Frank. Jesus Christ.
No, it was beautiful. It worked perfectly. I knew everything. I just didn't write it down.
You didn't put stuff in alphabetical order, Frank.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, I should pull up the character.
Oh, by the way, Asmoleon, Frank, you can actually. Why don't you go ahead and delete your old crotchety old man token away from the board and drag and drop your new sexy Asmoleon token in.
Oh God. Delete.
Is it official?
It's official.
Well, at least
I didn't post that in the chat without consulting with Frank first. Like, he was the first person who went, Frank, I've got a pitch for you. So,
Yeah.
we think that Asmoleon is de-aging, right? So we think he's bringing a little bit of sexy back.
Well,
say,
I don't know if we think it.
I mean, as in he's de-aging, as in he did look 90 and now he looks 70.
well, yeah, it's
That's a big jump, actually.
Exact. No, I think I was 104.
I
Didn't
mean, there's some
wasn't
sexy 70-year-olds
Yeah,
on
those
there.
hookers
Look
are
at that
all
token.
later.
That's actually a really good point, Asmo. Your dick's probably starting to work a bit again.
Oh God.
Dorothy will be so happy.
No.
No, she won't, because she's she's dried up. So what am I gonna do with it?
Are you seriously telling me the Vaseline doesn't exist in this world?
Oh God.
Of course it does. Of course it
Potion of slipperiness, maybe.
does. Yeah, I was gonna say, what's that oil of that shit you used to lube yourself out of CC? What's that shit called?
You what?
I don't know. Actually, you guys are really over-aging my guy. I think he was only 89 when we started, just saying.
Okay, that's 90.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Brooke,
I
you
mean,
said- Brooke,
it's
hang
been
on,
over
everyone
a
shut up,
year
everyone
since
shut
they
up.
met.
Brooke, did you say he now looks about 70?
Mm-hmm.
Drop that down by a year for me.
Wait, what?
What?
Hey, we'll have to wait. Like,
drop-
69.
Yep,
Keep it,
just drop Asmoleon's. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Cassie.
In his 70s. In his 70s. Let's say that.
tonight he will become an age younger.
Tonight, Scylla.
Tonight, Matthew, I will be.
Oh, Matthew, I'm thinking of the wrong fucking show. God. Right, okay, let's get to that battle map and actually start playing.
Do we remember what turn we were on?
Is there any kind of recap?
We usually
Like breakdown?
we usually stop combat at the top of the round.
I believe that would be the
Can't
case,
imagine. I can't imagine us not doing that because that would be stupid. Stupid garbage.
Well, we were intending to just play again the next day, weren't we? And then that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, God damn it, bro! How dare you look after yourself and take a personal line to just treat yourself? How dare you?
Oh, I fucking needed it as well. I really did. That was around the time my second massive hormone shift kicked in.
Oh shit.
So it was great. Been a long time since I've cried in bed for no reason.
But I
Oh,
do that
God,
every
really?
night.
Well, I mean, I've cried in bed for reasons. For no reason. You know, that's the key detail
Yeah.
here.
I don't know, that sounds like a good way to host a session.
Everybody.
I know you guys hate me. I know everyone hates me and I should probably just disappear. But let's play D&D.
Let's.
I'm still looking at your Twitter feed thingy. I don't know how Twitter works. How does Twitter work?
In general,
Oh,
on
shut up,
fucking
Bruno.
Discord.
Oh, general on Discord, and then where?
There's
There. Yeah, Wattpad. There you go.
Yeah, just above where Jared puts me on
Okay.
fucking blast.
Down
that's-
fucking right.
It's not that horny.
Brooke,
It's kind
you
of
need
it's
to
not-
That's
drag-
not horny. That's barely horny.
You need to drag
I mean,
Quincy's
that is-
character token in and add them back to the initiative order.
I
That's
would
horny
say-
intentions. That's not horny.
I was okay.
Wait, what? Okay, what does horny mean in this case?
No. Let me clear this up. Okay, that's horny for me, but by Twitter standards, that's jack shit.
I remember when I used to be the one who was shitposting before the sessions, and now it's been turned on me.
Who should post them?
Wait,
Okay,
where's the
let's do a
memes?
recap. Let's do a recap.
Are you sure? I could post memes for the next 20 minutes if you'd like.
Let's do a recap. Means shut the fuck up, David. Let me talk.
Oh, alright, so now you want to do that. Okay.
Everybody mute.
Right. Okay. So, what was the last thing you remember, Frank? Where were we?
Oh, I got an update somewhat. The last thing I remember, we were in a temple, and there was a god.
Oh,
and,
Okay.
yeah.
So, like, the session after that was mostly a piss about session.
Are you gonna tell him what happened in the temple?
I know what happened in the temple.
He was there.
We ended that
There
session.
was a lot of,
started the next session, leaving that
yeah.
temple.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
I wasn't
I
there.
thought
Yeah.
that was the session, like when we got there. Like
No,
yeah.
I was there when the entire temple event. I wasn't there when we left the temple.
Yeah, so I don't think they stuck around long. They used one of your teleports to get back to Midrealm.
Oh, at one
Dude,
point I made
back to
you
Middleton,
got
I thought
angry.
so.
We assumed that you would get angry or bored with something, so I made you teleport out of Miliana's house just into the guild hall. I thought that's something you would do.
Nice.
Nice.
I agree. I totally agree. I would go away angry.
That's why I said, bro, just give me Asmolian's character sheet. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. Your character sheet was a mess, and I'm glad I got to fix it.
My character sheet was brilliant. Just saying,
Brilliant
you made
for who, Frank?
for me.
It sounds like a really good Asmo, to be honest.
Frank plays D&D the way I DM D&D.
This is true.
Barely. Okay, so yeah, there was a bit of like a mini piss about session, Middleton. Not a whole lot of stuff that actually happened. It was mostly just kind of dicking around at Mila's house.
I tried to scry on Bogador and my brother and failed both. So that
Yeah.
was fun.
Yeah, like Mila had like 5 new spells to learn because of her new item. They did a little bit of shopping. I think Flynn bought a hat of many faces, whatever the fuck it's called.
That's a disguise, yeah.
Hat of disguise, yeah.
How long ago did we level up? Is that 2 sessions ago? I think it was
Yeah, it
after
was
the
the end of
temp,
the
right?
It was the last session you were there for, yeah.
And how
yeah.
much time has been between those two?
Only been a couple
Like,
of days, right?
Not massive amounts.
How much time has I been working on my new spell? Just asking that. That's the most important thing. Of course. Yeah.
Let's say that you haven't been. Let's say that that's something you kind of think about during this arc, just because
Okay.
I honestly wouldn't know how
Yeah, I
much
know.
time you would have had.
Oh good. Oh good.
We went to
And
Underbook.
then yeah, you kind of there's a couple of things. I think you're kind of the party's roughly planning on doing a bit of a round
Wait,
trip.
we missed the most important part. Frank, Barbarians on Tour 2020. So, so Kyogen.
Is that the thing that you decided while we were drinking in your house?
No, this is something that Kyogen wants to do. Basically, he wants to try and integrate the Goliaths more into Middleton's society and, like, you know, try and integrate. Basically, just try and integrate them. So he's decided that there will be a massive pub crawl / cultural festival. So we're basically we're putting the permits in. We're gonna have a nice festival done. You know, tests of strength, maybe a battle royale of some kind. Basically, it's gonna be a massive piss up. With Kyogen at the helm, it's gonna be amazing. Amazing.
Is my simulacrum still doing something for it?
Yeah, he's looking after the clan while we're going.
Oh, okay. It was such a useful
I'm gonna
thing.
use the washer before we actually start.
Sure.
I'm sad now. 'Cause I was like, we're gonna have an extra. We're gonna have an extra person with us.
Fuck
It's
that.
gonna be fun. No.
You always look for the cheesiest bullshit spells to make my life more difficult.
Hey, I removed my other force spell. I removed
I
it.
remember early on in the game, Frank comes to me with this fucking elementals spell, conjure elemental spell.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
And it's like, technically, with this spell and this elemental I found in the handbook, I can summon 64 steam elementals.
Yeah, and they can summon. And every time I think I could
Turn
summon.
on you.
I could summon 8 of them, and every time they attack, they have a chance of summoning another one.
Oh, no.
So it was a multiplication of ridiculous levels.
Do you know what? I actually found something that was pretty similar to that. It's a low-level spell called Conjure Fey. Basically, if the DM would allow it, you could... I know this is a quick aside, but it's really funny. Apparently, if you use Conjure Fey and you summon pixies, they actually know the spell Polymorph. So you could, in theory, I think you could summon 8 pixies, and you could basically use them to transform the party into a... By the way, Matthew, if you're watching the stream, which I'm pretty fucking certain you am, I'm not going to allow this at our table, so don't even fucking think about it.
Are you sure about that?
But, but apparently after digging into it, you can't summon pixies, but pixies do not polymorph, and they could polymorph the entire team, the entire party into T-Rexes.
1 hit point, gotcha.
Well, the pixies need to know the creature you're trying to polymorph someone into.
That's true.
So
turn you all into pixies.
If they only know like
So the
lizards,
pixies would
they
be
could.
like, yeah, they'll be like, the biggest thing we've ever seen. Okay, and turns you into fucking caterpillars or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey man, cats
But,
from our
like,
perspective are fucking huge.
But here's the thing: polymorph is a really strong spell against people as well. Like using, I used it at the start a lot to make people into chickens against
Frank,
their will.
I knew I had something to tell you. I did that to one of my players last weekend.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love it. Yeah.
He called my my NPC in the magic shop a magician when she's a wizard, so she got really. I said that's like the most offensive thing that you could say to a mage, and then 20 minutes later, that's exactly what he called the person who owns basically Dorothy, my version of Dorothy. He turned her.
Yeah.
He said he called her a magician, and I thought, what would Frank do? And I polymorphed him into a chicken.
yeah.
He missed the.
Now you're a chicken for an hour. Fuck
This
you.
is true. This is literally what Frank has tried to do.
Yeah, I've done it a lot of
He
times.
missed the DC for the spell save by 1. It was really fucking funny. Anyway, apologies for all my interruptions. Please do continue. I will now shut up.
Apologies for my interruptions until my next interruption.
Oh, Brooke, I forgot to tell you.
So we went to Underport.
We did.
Yeah,
go to
Underport, which is kind of like Las Vegas, kind of.
Nice.
It's like a crime town almost.
Seems like a seedier.
Time to use my luck
Yeah.
potion. Time to use my luck potion.
There are actually casinos, but those aren't quite as unique.
I will try and find that image that I found so I can just give Frank a better picture of what it looks like, because I did find one. Sorry, again, ignore me.
Yeah, I saw one.
I could have
Yeah,
just.
you didn't need to.
I didn't need to say anything,
that
and I
loud.
did, and now I'm just, explaining myself, wasting even more time.
Watch together is to being turned on. Let's do this.
So they were following that rumor, which I don't know. I think you might have been there for a couple of sessions ago about
the cult,
cult activity there. So that's what they're chasing up at the minute. I think there's plans to go to Kubla afterwards, because you still have the dragon egg as well.
And we needed to be here. This was to try and find more information about the cult that took Bogota, right?
Yeah, roughly. There's a lot of things that are loosely connected. There's a lot of things that are loosely like.
But why
it's not direct connect? The direct connection is actually more to the Renag guys from the Royale.
Yeah.
And from exactly. That's the more direct connection, but they're also connected to Bogador, so it's kind of like tracing it back almost.
Yeah. And why did we need to go to Kubla for the dragon?
Well, I think the plan is just to there's like an open invitation to Kubla.
Yeah.
I think people are kind of wanting to go for
Yeah, there's
a while.
no link between the dragon egg and Kubla, right?
No, but I mean, you could probably look into that there. I don't know if that was the plan, but makes sense to me.
I think we're waiting for Dusty to contact my Tassian. That was the last I heard.
Yeah. Well, I think. I can't remember.
I think that was the only idea any of us.
We
had.
know about that you write letters, or did you tell us about that? I can't remember. I know we heard that, but
I think so.
I don't think so.
I think
I just said I could contact her.
Yeah.
Yeah, no guy.
Yeah, I know, God.
I know a really big guy.
Yeah, so right now you've got into Underport, spoken to the mayor. She's been keeping an eye on the cult activity for a while, but it's hard to kind of because they're so more like cellular in the structure of the thing, like the cult cell that you found in the capital. It's like, yeah, great, you can find a cell, but they don't know who their contact is. You can't chase that up the chain because they're so disconnected and handled. That like just busting in and interrogating them or searching for their files isn't going to help you climb up the ladder back to the leadership. Yeah. You have to be a lot more careful and clever with how you approach it. So they've just been kind of keeping an eye on it without trying to spook this cell of the cult. And
essentially, basically what we're trying to make it look as if the reason why we're in Underport is so we could take place in raids like this. We're trying to make it look like we're still doing official guild work, while in actuality we're just there to look for the cults. So we're trying not to have too much suspicion.
I'm if I'm correct, I see that I've spent 2 spell slots, both most likely lightning bolt. Am I correct?
Yeah,
absolutely correct.
Yeah, okay. But
wait,
level
no, you
3, right?
You should have lost another spell slot for fly.
No, why do you guys use fly?
He's not flying.
I'm using as my pillow. I'm on my pillow, my P3.
Oh, yeah.
Cass has played with us for like 3-4 fucking sessions, and she already fucking knows this thing.
I always have my pillow.
The prowess of a fucking bat. Let's not get it twisted.
I'd say that's about it. I mean, like right now you're on this like raid for the local police, kind of.
Post-explosion.
Yeah, post-explosion. There was a big-ass explosion, basically, Frank. All this red stuff here is just on fire and crumbling.
I didn't do it! I didn't do it! Just...
That's whole. That is... There's no floor there where those red
Flynn
boxes...
was almost the trigger for that one.
It wasn't me, right? Just saying, it wasn't me. Okay.
Well, wasn't me.
It wasn't me, right?
But you got me on the camera.
If I knew about it, I would have done it.
Flynn almost did it, and we strongly urged him not to, and then I kind of helped the enemy do it.
Nice.
So, if you can kind of see the layout of this map, it's like bouncing from... I guess I haven't even explained how this town works.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know how it's like built on like these columns, like the buildings are built onto these like columns of earth. Kind of like Thousand Needles almost, if there was a city built into Thousand Needles. And each of them is connected by zip lines, and that's how you travel.
Okay, so there's a roof, because I thought it was in a giant cave system, or it's not. It's like...
No, it's actually
more area.
It's like more of a crater.
Oh, crater, okay.
Yeah.
But is there not a ceiling?
There's no ceiling, right? It's
no,
just air.
the underport is open to the air. Like, if you were to stick your head out over a balcony, and no. Like... unless the sun is directly overhead, a lot of light doesn't get down to the lower levels because of the edge of the crater and all of the other pillars.
And the pillars are all natural stone, right? Just natural.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean they're natural stone formation. They are all reinforced. Yeah, reinforced to some degree with magic and steel and iron.
Yeah, no, I just don't they're not like
Bro, you should have said that. I didn't take the spell magic off him.
I have no idea if that would work. It would be huge. It'd be like oh, I'm on a floating city. I touch the ground and cast the spell magic.
Well,
I think some things are a bit too big. I think some things are a bit too big. Like
30 feet range, this spell magic wouldn't kill. Like maybe 1/2 of an engine is turned off. Like, oh look, like you see it drifting a little bit to. No, I don't think you would take down an entire island with just one dispel magic.
It's 120 feet to be fair.
I
think so. I think it's 120 feet.
Dispel magic?
But yeah, you're right. Or 60.
So,
oh yeah, 120 feet. Damn.
Also, all of these guys have guns.
Oh yeah, that we should have
they fucking.
Oh yeah, you forgot where we walked in. And what did you say?
Wait,
there's an Uzi, and we
They
were like,
have
oh,
SMGs.
Wait, what?
That's
Yeah,
what it was.
SMGs. Yeah, there's SMGs, shotguns, rifles, and SMGs.
Wait,
We were
when
like,
did
oh,
this
funny
happen?
joke. And then it was like, no, they have SMGs.
Basically, Frank.
Oh yeah, just like
imagine-
reskinned crossbows, yeah.
Have you ever seen Bugsy Malone, Frank?
No.
Basically, it was a movie about small children who shot each other. If I'm not mistaken, they have those kind of Tommy gun things. That's like basically rapid fire.
America.
Yeah.
Like once
I know Tommy
multiple
guns.
bullets come out.
Yeah, there's no aim whatsoever. Like that's.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So the reference image I used is this World War One Tommy gun.
Yeah.
Like that's the technology.
It's spray and spray.
Yeah, exactly. And this thing is very likely to jam or hurt you,
Or spray and
with it. Yeah. Okay, so let's just get back into the combat.
Wait, that's a German gun, right? That one.
Possibly. I'm not sure.
I think that's the German. Yeah.
It very well could be.
Yeah.
Regardless, that's kind of like the technology.
Yeah.
However, no one's actually
it's
picked
more
up the
advanced
fact
than I
that
expect.
these weapons, like Flynn's gun, is like a double barrel, like slug firing pistol, like more like a revolver or something. The guns these guys are using are shooting bullets, as in gunpowder pressed into a cartridge.
I might finally. Yes.
Which is a huge like leap forward in terms of firearms.
It's kind of like a flintlock thing that Flynn's got, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, exactly.
Like
a musket. You put the shot in and then fire like
this,
back in
basically?
the gunpowder. Kind of, yeah.
Ooh, I get to maybe use my emergency blockade again.
Oh yeah, that would have been quite good to use.
Yeah.
in this, yeah. Okay, so let's start at the top here.
You need to re-add Flynn to the initiative order.
Me too, maybe because I removed my character.
Yes,
I don't. Did someone roll me, or do I have to? Can I re-roll my?
No, so
we're
we're
not
doing
actually in
something...
initiative order. Brooke's deciding we basically.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're good.
we've been
Jared's gonna
trying
be RB, by the way.
something a little bit
Yeah, 1
different.
second, I'm also ordering the cable.
Wait, cable? What?
I just noticed my cat started chewing at my headphones again.
Oh. Hey! Right away, new cable. Go. Nice.
I've been trying some new game like initiative systems for more like a breach and clear kind of thing, which I want to try and test out for the potential Cyberpunk setting, where you kind of the way it works is you decide between yourselves who's going in what order through the door, like reaching. So and then like for example, Kyo is the first through the door, as you can imagine. So he's at 25. Then the next through the door is Mila and Gavin. They're at 20. Then you like it goes like that. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are basically the cleaners. Like you come in after everybody else and just wipe the floor of whatever we left behind. Oh wait, no, the chasers. Sorry. They
I'm actually going to scrap. I'm actually going to scrap that now. I'm going to runners. I went through all of this.
Breachers, clearers, runners, and supports.
I'm going to
I
drop.
actually wrote notes down. Let's see if I wrote that down.
You what?
I did! Oh, look at me, Jared. I finally did it.
Finally did it.
Yeah. Thank you, Frank.
Just
Thank
make
you.
that
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm here all week.
I'm just relying on my 1 feat that makes it so that I don't have to write anything down and gives Brooke complete freedom over my character because I
You've
don't
got
know
keen
anything.
mind anyway, so what do you have to worry
Yeah,
about?
That's what I said. That's what my feet.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah, so-
keen feet and.
Breachers and tanks first in, ride shields, the clearers are ranged, the runners chase after the escapees, and the supports, the healers, buffers, debuffers, all that shit.
Wait, where did I just read that? I can't find the page.
Hey.
Yeah, that was the only thing I wrote down from last session.
Hey,
So
buddy.
We're going to do a soft initiative reset, by the way, guys.
Okay.
I feel like because at this point the breaching
yeah.
order is completely broken down and you're in like full chase.
I'm
So-
going to do initiative. I'm going to roll dice, but just to get myself on the board, I'll use this.
So feel free to add yourself on the boards.
Oh, I can't do much worse than that. Just need to roll above a 5. I literally rolled a 6. I fucking hate this game.
Does that work? No. How do I do it again?
You click on your character and then on your token, and then you click on initiative on your sheet.
Did I do it? I tried.
You
one
did
more
it.
second.
Yeah, you did it.
Hey, I rolled more than a 1!
I rolled a 6 as well. I think.
Cassie, well done.
Nice.
Right, I'm going to run and grab another beverage before we begin, because I'm going to get turned tonight. I'll be right back.
I feel like checking if there's anything nice in the cupboard. You're back.
I'm back.
I like how it takes us like 40 minutes to get started, and everyone's like, alright, I gotta go grab a drink.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. I'm just starting floor 200 now, Cassie.
Wait.
You finished it, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, I thought you meant you were only just starting the second building at first, and I was like, I think you're in trouble, but no,
Yeah, no, I would be.
I fucking...
This event has been shockingly good for mats. The amount of
Yeah,
drops.
no, I realized that. Remember when I was complaining that I was only getting like one, right? And you're like, well, it adds up. And like when I was like finishing up fucking the 200th floor, I was like, yeah, actually, you got like 2 mat drops for most levels.
What are you?
That's like 400 things, except for like this mana prisons and the experience cards or whatever. But yeah, no, it was nice.
Hey, those experience cards were nice. They gave like... I mean, it's probably 100 now I think about it.
Yeah, I got my fucking John altered. Like,
Oh, it's just
80.
Kentucky.
Yeah. He pierces his invincibility though. It's kind of a bitch. He's got 3 health bars and he gets, is it guts? I think he gets guts at the end. I can't remember exactly what it was. It wasn't too bad because he gets like an attack debuff on himself, so he doesn't hit that hard. But yeah, you basically have to rush him down with damage.
What game
Yeah.
is this?
The same as always.
Yeah, fake Grand Order.
Is it a mobile game or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
I've been
something,
running
yeah.
Pokemon Masters on auto for the last 2 days, grinding out this event.
You've been playing much more Arknights.
Yeah, I've been doing my dailies every day though, that's what it.
Okay.
I'm just,
I presented the dog
I
with a peace
also-
offering.
I
I
also
brought his
started-
water bowl up. I think we're friends now.
Nice.
I gave my dog a snack and he's happy.
My
I gave my dog a
Arknight-
snack and he fucking hates me for it.
my dog is just like looking at me like, I see you have chips there.
Would you?
Are you giving me
Are you
some?
prepared to share them? No, not really.
I'm
That's
like,
okay. I still
no.
like you.
Yeah, he's just like, he never gets anything that I eat. Like I don't like dogs that like look
Watch you
like
while you're
look-
eating?
Well, no, I don't like dogs that like get drooly because they
Yeah.
get everything you know like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you know, funnily enough, Frank, I just messaged my dad and said, thank you for giving me that bone for the dog, but he's growling at me now because he's very possessive of it, and he said exactly the same thing that you said. He said, why do you think I always took half of Macy's bones away from her after she was, in the middle of it chewing it and gave it back to her later? I was like, believe it or not, me and my friend just had a conversation about that, and now I know why you did it.
He's on his last bar before he's even had a fucking attack. I love stuns.
Yeah. Yeah, you can like, that's another fight I think a lot of people just choose with Uriel. I really need to level here.
Okay, he cleansed the second stun when he got dropped to his last bar. He might kill me. He's got like 1,000,000 HP.
Yeah, I just remember his damage being really low, so I think I'll be fine.
Who's playing Kyogen and Flynn?
Ooh,
You are.
Good question.
I mean, I have Flynn. Oh, by the way, Brooke, you can take Asmolian's character, Frank's character sheet off me. In fact, no, leave it with me just in case he levels up and he doesn't die, so I can do it for him.
Oh!
Yeah.
Kentucky's not the one who gets guts, that was the Moriarty fight.
Your connection to the server's been interrupted. Did anybody else get that message?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh, it's
do.
gone.
Oh,
No,
it's
it's back now.
It's back. My arse just went for a moment there.
Where'd he go?
Oh,
It was hiding in the corner, but he's back now. His name's
Anyways.
Barry.
what's a he?
Yeah, my asshole's a he.
Okay. Oh, your asshole, right? That's different.
Oh, my entire arse. I'll have a think about that.
His whole asshole.
No, Brooke, we're northern. It's arse with an A, with A-R-S-E, not A-S-S.
But you can't even pronounce.
Not like those
the R.
fucking Yankees, lads. You know what I mean?
You
where we
you
are, by
don't
the way?
even pronounce the R.
Same place we left off. I think Brooke's finishing off her fight now.
I'm ready to go whenever. I'm literally ready to go whenever.
Okay.
I'm reading Brooke's book.
I'm gonna do.
Read that.
I didn't know you posted it. That's all.
Yeah,
It's been updated for the last like 2 weeks.
yeah.
Oh
I'm
wait,
putting
no.
a chapter a week.
I guess I'm playing Flynn.
That's not fast. That's fucking the fucking light novel authors put out like a chapter a day. It's insane.
Yeah, they're wild.
That's wow.
Once
My
again, I'm going
OCD
to
would
re-roll the
tend
initiative with
to-
dice. Oh, that's much worse. Wait, let me just drop that down to a 7 real quick.
I think.
Oh, we get to reroll like with dice. I will do that. Let me see. I'm gonna see.
Rolling dice is fun.
Ah, that's a 9. Oh, it's not a
9.
6. It's a 9. 9.
Done.
Yeah.
Done with my game.
Oh, if I'm not mistaken, I think Flynn Dimension Doored over here, last I remember.
I mentioned her.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's right. Flynn's out the
I
fight.
couldn't
Yeah.
remember what he did.
because he dived down after the fella
He's
who...
Flynn's
Yeah.
having a secret panic attack that he's not going to tell you guys about.
Yeah,
Uh,
I remember that. But Dimension Door?
Yeah, I guess
The
dimension.
dimension door is you can.
Dimension
travel
Door's a
from
4th
one
level
spot to
spellcaster.
another.
Did he use that?
Yeah.
He's used it twice in
okay.
this fight so
I know.
He
far.
used it. He uses it a lot. It's one of
I
his
think-
go-to spells.
Maybe I just didn't realize what was going on. Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, he hasn't used it in a real long time, I think.
He's used it twice in this fight, so it's like a bush, you know,
Yeah.
wait so long for one to come along and then two come at the same time.
I think the last time wasn't it like the last time he tried it when he was under snow or something?
Yeah,
No.
when Dusty died. No, he must have used it more recently.
No, he's used it since then. Jesus.
Wait,
You
he
sure?
definitely used it in the jungle when the
He
kayak
used it all
went
the
wrong.
time.
Did he use it like during the
Yeah,
fight?
he used it in the river fight. I'm sure he did.
DM
Did he-
question. Would
I
it be
don't know.
fair to say, because Dave's not here, but would it be fair to say that it's canon that he uses Dimension Door whenever he can? So, like, instead of opening an actual door, he will just open, you know, he will just teleport through the wall instead using Dimension Door.
I don't know.
And he's always out of spell slots. That would be great.
I guess I'm playing as Flynn if nobody else wants to, because I have his
No,
character sheet.
Flynn's out the fight.
He's
Uh,
out.
you play-
He's just quitting.
Oh, okay. He's
Yeah, well, I remember we talked about that because he didn't think he was going to be able to make it for the next session when we thought we were going to play.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
we did say that he's just going to chill.
He's gonna fall a bit longer.
Fair enough.
Right, okay, Dusty, it's your turn.
Oh shit. So what does it look like these guys are doing? They're running to the right.
They're full sprint.
Who are the enemies?
Where
The
is
boss is dead! Run away, guys!
Yeah, where's your token, Dusty?
Yeah.
I don't know
Who's
what...
the enemy?
It's under the.
was so
Asmo that shouldn't be
Australian.
Oh,
there.
okay.
Are these
Okay.
enemies?
I think
Are these
Asmo's
enemies?
back here. I think Asmo's back
No,
here.
no, I'm over
No,
here.
he's in the
You were
sky.
flying. Yeah, you were flying with Mia.
Yeah, you...
Mila.
Mila.
Yeah, that's not bad. Not
Maybe
bad.
it's-
Are the? Can someone explain?
Oh, those are cops. Those are friendly.
Okay, but who are the enemies? Where are the,
Friendlies?
where are the enemies?
Enemies are here.
Yeah.
Where
You
I
guys
don't
are behind
know.
us.
You're next to me, Frank. You're over here.
Like here.
Oh, I'm guessing I have to go this way. Ah, wait, there's way more stuff in this area.
Yeah.
This
This has been an adventure.
Oh god.
Now
Okay.
you know everything that Asmodean does instead of the two things you learned at first level.
Okay,
Anyway, Dusty's turn.
I'm just gonna pull out my longbow and shoot through these guys, and then peek
I was
back.
gonna say, keep that fucking cover. They've got very few things to aim at right now.
Yeah, no, last time Dusty was gonna run in and you were like, just don't.
Wait, you have an...
Would this-
Wait, so hang on a
would
sec. You
this
have
be
an
a
actual
surprise
longbow,
attack?
Dusty.
Yeah, I bought one recently.
Oh! Oh, then we can go back to your
Remember,
original
I
character
asked
token then.
if we still had Bogador's one, and we didn't, so I bought one.
Is this,
Oh, right.
is this
Oh,
an
yes, so I
inside
do,
building, Brooke?
Yeah.
This is an inside building, right?
It's one of the,
Just-
it's one of the towers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is one of the things. If you
was
see here,
before
this is the core. This is the solid stone core of the thing. All of this is hollowed out building. It's actually a
Okay.
huge warehouse. These are the balconies. This is where you like zip line onto and then go.
Okay.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can I see people now because of this blown up area? Can I see
Well,
inside?
actually, no. I would say through there is all smoke.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have a clean line of sight through this.
Okay.
You might. I would say you'd be able to get glimpses of people running, but not quite. You would have this, I suppose. You'd be able to see like around here.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, that's just open air.
If I'm able to aim air here, yeah, that would be nice. if I see people there. But I don't know if there's people. I don't know. We'll see. Just gonna, we'll see.
So Brooke, this isn't a surprise attack, is it? Since they're running and stuff.
This probably isn't shocking.
Definitely not. Definitely
Okay.
not.
Okay, well that's like 29 to hit.
Yeah, who are you aiming at? Anyone in particular? Do you want to go for like? There's one that's
this
bloodied.
fucker.
The one
Oh,
that's
yeah,
red is
this
bloodied.
I'll
Okay,
shoot that guy.
roll damage.
Oh fuck, what is the longbow? David.
1d6.
A D8? Isn't it a D8?
1d8.
Oh, never mind.
It's a
I think
D10.
it's a D10.
Plus your.
Take it.
Plus your dexterity modifier and your proficiency bonus to hit, and then obviously just your dex modifier
Yeah.
for damage.
Jeez.
7 points
Exactly.
of damage.
Nice.
This fucking sucks.
Oops.
He
1d8! It's 1d8!
What?
It's 1d8. Yeah,
If it's a
longbows
longbow,
are.
so I was
Fucking
right.
knew it. Okay,
I'm
same
so
damage.
disappointed.
Same number.
Thank you, Fate.
do you shoot again?
So he's not dead.
No, but he's looking. You kind of like got him in the calf, and he kind of stumbles down for a bit, and
I shoot again with 27.
yeah, that hits.
Fuck. That's 4 damage.
That's enough. So you get him kind of like in the side, which ordinarily wouldn't be a great hit, but it's just enough to like he just goes face down, starts bleeding out. Yeah, that's Dusty's turn. These guys are going to get here. That guy's got 2. That guy's got a shotgun. So he's just going to go. He's just going to sprint. So he's on the zip line and going. This guy also has a shotgun. He's also going to come on the zip line. Wait, is that the right one? No, it's not.
Are they using their shotguns like to go over the zip lines, or do you use, like
No,
the
it's
old
not.
fashioned, like using the shotgun to ride down?
Using it for acceleration.
Badass!
No, they're not. They're not rubying with the fucking guns. No, what he's saying is, are they actually like instead of like using a hook to hook onto the zip
Yeah.
line, they're actually
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so much doper. Let them do that. Let them do that.
that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sure. For
And then
sure.
what the
Kill these
fuck
guys
with us?
tomorrow?
They're just running with the weapon they've already got out and they're fucking rolling.
Yeah. Okay, so that's those guys because they've both got short range weapons. They're not even going to bother. Next is this guy who has an SMG. He's going to pull up here and he's going to spray at Kyo.
Get.
No, completely misses. Completely misses. Like just like peppers the wall around Kyo.
Oh, you should tell Frank what happened to Keo last session and how he survived all the absolute bullshit that
Oh,
got thrown
Jesus
at him.
Christ. That was epic.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
I
a lot of
probably
fucking
threw 300 or 400 raw damage at Kyo.
And he's only a half health. Like, he's just below half health.
Nice. That's Kyo for you.
Yeah.
Big boy.
I hate that you're not surprised.
I have accepted that I am never going to be able to kill Kyo. I can beat him with certain, like magic and shit like that. I can't
power
kill
kill.
him.
You can stun him.
It's just impossible. That character is.
I mean,
pure
and this is a big if you drop him down to 100 HP, you can use power word kill.
This is true.
I mean, he's not at 100 HP right now.
I don't think these people have power.
No.
There's possibilities there.
Kyo is made to survive anything. That's his one stick.
His damage output and utility are quite low to compensate, especially for the group.
Yeah. But he's just like walking to the door and everyone focus on him. Just make sure you focus on him and it's all
Yeah.
good. It would be nice
okay.
if you had like taunts or something. More
Gavin.
taunts.
Gavin, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to... Well, I'm gonna shoot this first guy who's wounded, but I'm kind of like running past him.
Oh yeah, this guy. I think this guy actually might. I think this guy's probably gonna surrender. He's been completely, like, because he's bloodied and shit.
I'm gonna
No,
shoot-
because he's got a mate. He's got a. I didn't see either of these guys. They should have had their turn. My bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can I keep that roll for next time?
Yes, you
Yeah.
can. But
Okay.
it's only this guy who gets to go, and he's got an SMG. God, he's bloodied as well. He's got an SMG, so he's going to spray. Flint's not here. He's going to spray at Dusty.
There's a wall there.
Ooh!
Is it a wall? Or is he walks up?
I'm pretty sure that's a wall because that's a door, right?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
So
So it is.
He is going to like try and fall back, see Dusty, and then spray. With a natural 19.
Wait.
So this is where the big numbers happen because it's point
Oh.
blank.
Yeah, it's like really close. Like,
Oh
Wait,
yeah,
that's not some sort of weird crit, is it?
Yeah, we watched the man die
no.
from full health.
oh god.
Oh god, that poor fella. I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, Brick, what is the total to hit?
It is very high because he rolled a natural 19, and this thing at that range has an insane. It is 37 to hit.
Oh god.
I was gonna say, she's already got
Sure.
the dice. Jared, you're going to get hit. Like, I can hear her
No,
rolling the dice in a
it's just because
palm.
my armor's like 21 right now.
Yeah, no, trust me. If there was any chance, I would have given it to you, but there wasn't. Okay,
Boy.
let's go. So,
Let's see if I have any.
Just a moment,
claps
Dusty.
for this.
You've got symbols on your character token. Are you concentrating on anything?
21.
I'm hasted.
Oh right.
21.
My armor
Did you put it?
21.
Did you put it on yourself or haste?
Yeah.
Oh, and it's a
Left.
cost.
Oh shit! This is gonna drop. This is gonna drop
49.
my
I
concentration.
don't
by the
like
way.
how high
Yeah.
these numbers are going.
40,
Who wants to fully armored
55.
man die?
Oh,
55 points of damage.
nice.
As you're plugged with about 6 or 7 separate entry wounds. Like, that's the thing, I want guns to be really overpowered in this
Yeah.
setting.
Oh, I totally get that.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I would actually expect them to do bleeding damage as well if you have so many holes in you.
Well, the bleeding damage isn't really a mechanic in this. Like, I think it's just kind of all factored into the one kind of hit. Like, a lot of people kind of interpret hit points as being a very holistic thing. It's not just about how much blood you have in your body, or
Yeah.
It's literally hit points.
it's like
Well, I would love to see like a little bit like more like if you shoot an arrow, like if you change your arrowhead that adds bleeding effect, you know, that could be cool to add, like you know, like
Armor piercing.
yeah.
Yeah, Brooke, I'm very sad because like I'm maxed out at 6 focus points right now, but autosave is 7.
oh no. Yeah, so your concentration's gone and you're stunned.
Yeah.
Owie!
Yeah.
But you
Yep,
can't
I'm
save
done.
from a 54. Like, isn't it halved? So it's 20.
54.
It was 50. It was 55 points of damage. That halved would be
20.
27.
And how much can you roll?
Do nat 20s work?
no.
Yeah,
not
net-
saves. No, not
No?
saves. Come on, you know
I don't know.
this.
I got.
You know this.
My constitution is only +2, so that would
Oh,
be
yeah,
22
no.
max.
Yeah.
Nope.
So you're kind of
Unseeable.
sprayed against the wall and slumping down, bleeding pretty heavily.
Yep.
Which is what happens when someone lightly armored gets opened up by a fucking Tommy gun. Like,
I really wish I used the spell. I was very tempted, and I didn't.
Which go?
okay.
Sanctuary.
But that's the thing is if you drop haste,
You
still
always get stunned.
stunned.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of
It's because you increase your speed.
yeah. It's actually a really nice way to balance it. Okay, Gavin, now it's your turn.
Okay, well, yeah, as I'm like running over here, I'm gonna shoot that orky dude for 19 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
And
He's kind of putting his hands up, by the way, as you're
I
shooting
don't
him.
care.
I said as you're shooting him, fully aware.
You're shooting. You're shooting this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I run across the room.
Give me them numbers.
9, 3.
9 and
11.
3.
12.
Okay, he's still up.
Oh, is he? Shit,
Yeah,
I guess
he-
we'll shoot
that-
again.
Yeah,
Okay, wait.
so the arrow kind of went through his abdomen and pinned into the box he's next to.
Okay, so
I'm
I'll start here,
surrendering.
and
I'm
then-
surrendering. Don't shoot.
He's throwing his gun down.
You've already shot him once. We can. Doesn't matter.
Okay, 17 damage.
Yeah, but it's a headshot. Just right between the eyes.
He's looking at you like, why?
Did that feel good, Gavin? Did that fucking fill the
didn't.
hole in your heart?
It didn't feel good, but I didn't trust him.
Better safe than sorry.
That's fair. Steal his gun.
Yeah, you could do that.
Oh, is that how you
Grab-
I have fully considered you guys taking these weapons. That
I'm
you can
sure you have, because there's
you
no
can
way.
take them. Because that's the thing. Like I say, they've now evolved onto bullet technology, which means bullets are required to shoot these things. It's not just like, oh, I get like a shot and some black powder. So you
Oh,
need
The
a
ammunition
machine to
places
press
to get
these.
bullets from as well.
Exactly. Yeah. There's very limited sellers, and they're cornering the market.
Hold on 1 second.
So
Grappling's not a bonus action, is it?
I
No,
think
it's not.
grappling someone is an attack action.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, then I don't have any other actions this turn. I'll just
Alright.
go right here.
You sure?
You could have picked up the gun. Just saying, that's a bonus action. Picking up something.
Yes.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Not your style.
Flynn would have been using
My
telekinesis.
have their own names. I'm very attached to them. He'll give me something and it's like, yeah, this is a shotgun and this name is Jenny. Jenny's my best friend.
Named after all his dead dogs.
I like you, Jenny.
Again.
Okay, Mila.
My turn already? Okay.
Oh shit! Did you see the stuff I posted in the art channel about
I
what
was
your
just
wings
about. I
look
was going to
like?
mention earlier on. Yeah, I do. I think you've made the wings look way fucking cooler in my head now than they were before.
Yeah, I did really like that.
wait, what were we talking about? What?
Okay, just when you
I
got
have
time,
wings
maybe
now.
at break or something, go to the art channel. I kind of explained how Mila's wings look.
Can
It's a
I?
stylish jetpack.
Because there's no point trying to fly over there because I'm not going to make it. Can I fly over here, not drop my wings, but stop flying and then try and hook onto that zip line and get it all the way over?
Yeah, sure.
Do I need to roll anything?
That's pretty
Nah.
smart.
No. Okay.
No,
cool.
you don't need to. I'm not going to make you like. I would say like intentionally grappling on is a free action because like you have your wings. It's basically as difficult as it would be to do it from the balcony. You know what I mean? When you're falling, free falling, that's a different thing entirely. But you're not free falling.
Cool.
Yeah, it's just like part of movement.
There's nothing else I can do then because I should. Ooh, am I over there now?
And I think it's like your it's like your round. It took 2 rounds for us to go across the full zip line. So if you started halfway down,
Because the thing is with your wings is it's a case of like you can't. Yeah, it's like it's faster to fall than to fly.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was trying to say
the zip line
when
uses
Flynn
gravity.
got blasted off. I was just going to jump down, activate my wings, and then grab him and then fly when I got him. But Dimension does the thing. Right.
Yeah,
so
he really did not need your help.
I didn't fucking know that. He didn't specify. He just kept saying, "I've got it, I've got it," and I don't believe Dave when he says that. I do now.
I mean, he's used it a lot. But he was being so secretive about it that I thought he had saw it like something different.
Do I have anything else left?
I mean, you can bonus action sprint.
Yeah, I was going to say action sprint if I have it.
Yeah, of course you do. You haven't used your action, so
15, 30 will get me over there.
their body.
You have your wings.
I will fly over there in that case then,
Yeah,
because it looks
60.
cooler.
just a bit faster, right?
Yeah, don't
Wings
you
are
think your
60.
flight-
Yeah,
your
flight
wings
speed
would
is
be-
60.
No,
Right.
For me, it's
my flight speed is 30.
Oh, okay.
Oh, for my
when Mila
my
comes
pillow
through
is
the van, I'm gonna say there's a guy with an SMG past that door.
Does Gavin look hurt in any way?
No, I'm at full health.
Okay, cool.
Just because I don't go through the doorway that has a guy with the SMG on the other side.
Yeah,
I was until that.
Gavin's in his element here.
You seen this shit.
I don't know if you'll have seen guns, to be honest.
I heard it. And Dusty probably screamed.
No, as in, I don't know if he's seen guns before this, like the guns that these guys are using.
Oh,
This
I feel
is
like
pretty.
I probably have awareness of them at least.
I think you probably have awareness of the old models, the one that Flynn's got, which were passed over a lot because of how slow they were to reload and stuff. They weren't as popular because they were expensive. You required a lot of resources to keep up, and at the end of the day, like as magic in this world, they're not that impressive. It's when they get semi and fully automatic that things start to get an armor piercing. That's when things start to become very different.
It is very interesting when you compare like automatic guns to magic, and it's like guns are still very good. Like, compared to literal fucking magic.
There's nothing else I can do, by the way, so I'll let my turn there.
Good to know. Okay. That's my Oshi.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking through my spells. I think I don't have Arcane Gate because I think we're changing that, and then I'm learning that. So, let's see. Can put down my Wizard Tower. No! Wizard Tower.
Like he summons it in midair and it just collapses down.
No, I can't get anywhere.
People.
I'm just gonna. That's a question for you, Brooke.
It takes 10 minutes to summon that.
Yeah, that's.
I will start
spell.
casting the spell.
Yeah. Can I do my my pillow? Can you use that extra that you can run twice? Can you do that same with the pillow or not? That's the question.
Oh, dash! Yeah, of course you can.
It's an action.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course you can dash with the pillow. Are you stupid?
And I can just fly. I can fly through this area.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just see. 120 feet. I can get there.
It is kind of smoky though. You're struggling to kind of see and breathe in there.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Yeah, I did smoke
You'll be
bomb
fine.
that area, however long that lingers for.
Oh, that's way gone.
Okay, Flynn for his action is just going to say,
Oh god! I'm fine!
I'm fine!
Okay, these guys. That one's dead. This one. Oh, excellent. This guy's got a rifle. Okay, so he's going to kind of like lever action, kind of like a Winchester, where there's like a lever on the bottom of it. Pump the next round into the rifle. He's got no one to aim at other than, as he's going out here, other than Kyo, so he's going to go for the big guy.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. Okay. Where's my D8s? D8s, that's these ones. Right. 9. 20. 35. 45.
Why? Why are you typing my name now?
53. 62. 64 points of damage to Kyo, which will be subtracted to 32.
Who has his character sheet?
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not gonna die.
He's not gonna die. I'll do it. I'll put it on just in case.
Let's just not even keep track of his health.
I think it's going to be interesting for Kyo when he stops his rage, though. He's going to be like, what the fuck?
I have no force.
I have no idea I have no idea where he's keeping his health. It's not in his character sheet.
Oh, what?
So he must be tracking it.
Just say minus 32.
He didn't heal at any point, right? Because
Yeah, he has 71. He has 71 health left right now. If you look at his character, you can see he's 71.
Oh, it's on the.
He's actually getting lower then.
Wait, I was going to say, wait,
Oh,
hang on a sec.
fuck.
So wait, Kyogen is so fucking bulky, he doesn't actually need to track his HP at all at this point. Like, that's how fucking broken he
Where's
is.
that coming from? Where's
Wait,
that coming
no.
from?
I think I have his sheet as well. Let me see.
I'm looking at his sheet. His HP is not.
No, I think he writes it down himself on the character. Like I can change it. How much damage did he get?
30.
32.
32.
I know he said last time he got
40,
just below
39.
HP. Just below half HP, sorry.
You just put. I'll do it. Okay, yeah. There we go.
39. There you go.
That's
He's at
the
39.
lowest he's been it's actually the lowest he's been in a long time. I didn't realize he was that low.
Maybe
Nice. Okay, and he's gonna hop onto the zip line as well. So there's 4.
Wait, that was halved already. That damage he got.
Yeah, that was already halved.
That was
Okay.
halved.
Damn.
Yeah, the rifle does big damage.
They all do.
Okay. That is the top of the round, Dusty.
I am stunned until after my turn.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay,
That's
so
rough.
these guys, I'm just going to move these guys.
So I'm like now getting up off the
Oh, God.
Are you kidding me? That's on the fucking token layer.
Oh, that sucks.
You can
Control click them?
No, you click on them, just highlight them and then right click.
Yeah.
Wait, did you get that far?
No, you're not going to be able to catch them, because they're moving at 90 feet per turn. So I'm just going to say
here's
that...
the thing, if they were here, he'd just be like, I'm just going to keep casting Dimension Door until I catch up to them.
Yeah. Right, okay.
Fucking die.
Yeah,
Got
Asmodean
it.
would not be able to use a zipline, just saying.
We assumed
What's
this.
this guy doing?
Yeah.
Which guy? That guy, oh yeah, that guy's still up.
Yeah.
Fucking staring at me.
Forgot about that. And he has a SMG.
Yeah.
He's gonna go for Kyo.
Oh, God.
At point blank.
Kyo's got to look at.
And he's running past as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Can Kyo, like, use his shield to, like... I don't know if he has an option.
He's gonna get close enough.
Okay.
Oh, fuck that! Natural 1.
He-
Closest
He shoots himself in the foot.
ever been. No, his gun jams. His gun jams,
Oh,
so he just knows
Ah,
it's the fucking
yeah.
ground. Yeah.
Suck it, loser.
Where are these?
Fuck! Someone's throwing Fs.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
It's me.
Apes?
I'll admit to
Red.
it. I'm having fun.
Okay. Yeah, Gavin, your turn.
Can I reach him from where I was? Melee?
If you're, hang on, where were you?
I was right here. Oh wait, I think I was
45.
Everyone to the right.
You're out of 30. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to get within 30 feet of him.
What if
Alright.
we...
Like,
You've got 2
Gumby's-
crossbow bolts.
Then I will. What's 30 feet? How close can I get?
There?
Yeah, I'll just shoot the crossbow. I want to use my axe because it does more.
I mean, you can throw your axe if you want. He's bloodied.
Do it.
No.
It's
that's-
one-handed. It's one-handed, so you'll be able to throw it really effectively. And I'm not gonna fucking send it off the edge.
I'm not feeling that flashy.
Okay.
Hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Oops, wrong button. That's what I meant to do. 7.
He's just going shit, and scrabbling. Like the floor is just covered in blood and like
Yeah.
there's smoke everywhere. He's just full
Does that
panic.
second
He's
roll
going,
hit as well?
Yes.
Alright,
18.
12.
No, 18 does not hit. This guy's.
Okay.
I gave this one high AC.
Damn. Alright.
Okay, so this guy's got like actual armor, like
I
padded.
should have just. Oh yeah, never mind. I couldn't reach it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then that one missed.
You have a bonus action. You could cow chop in front of him.
Yeah, those are-
Oh, but you wouldn't be able to pick him up. It would slow the rest of the group down getting to the zip line.
This is
You
true.
wouldn't have time. Someone else will finish him.
Yeah, hold on.
You want that body count?
In the meantime, I have a...
over 300
It's-
confirmed kills.
Oh shit.
Where does it say if it's a bonus action or not for my shit?
It says on
You-
the...
Usually in the description of things. What are you looking at in
Usually,
particular?
as
I'm
a
looking at
bonus
the bola. The bola's not.
Oh, if it launches from your thing, it probably is actually
Yeah?
a bonus action. Yeah, it will be because it launches from your toolcaster. So yeah.
I'm really annoyed that I missed, so I'm shooting a bola at him.
We keep maybe if we keep someone
it misses
alive, we could actually maybe get some info. Well, we can talk to the dead, I guess.
Loud swearing.
I join in.
This guy
No, you're still stunned, so you can't.
just swearing while here. That's
see
the first
first,
bola
but-
I've actually used. Holy shit.
Through his gritted teeth, Dusty's just going.
Yeah, if bolas are actually a bonus action, I'm probably going to use them a lot more. I think I assumed they weren't.
Yeah.
I just assume everything that I'm giving you to shoot from your like toolcaster is bonus action.
So stun grenade as well then?
Yeah.
Okay, that's easy to remember. Thank you.
That's fucking cool. You can do a lot of shit around.
Yeah.
I wanted to make Gavin like a Swiss Army knife.
Also, Brooke said last session that she had to buff my damage because I'm not doing much compared to you guys.
Yeah, you're not. You're doing some other shit there. It's fine.
I want
So,
your crossbow
fair.
to hit. I want your crossbow to hit a bit harder. I think your axe is doing okay.
Yeah, the axe seems that's why I wanted
also,
to use the axe because
next-
it's actually decent.
Next level, you're getting an extra multi attack as well. So that's going to be a nice.
Oh,
that-
shit.
That'll round them off.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 attacks and a tool per
Yeah.
turn. Yeah.
That's wild. Especially when your attacks do shit as well.
Well, the most important thing is like, I guess the chance of the effect actually working. That's also important.
If you can try it
Okay.
3 times in a turn.
Well, I'm not. I'm talking about like the effects of like Ebola. I don't know how strong it is to actually work. Like
Yeah,
the
the bullet
DC.
only has a +7 compared to
Oh,
my
it's not.
axe, but
It's an attack roll.
Oh, it's an attack roll. I thought
Yeah,
it was
it's an
like.
attack roll. It's an
okay.
attack roll.
Yeah, because
Attack
it's something
first.
you have to aim.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I just threw it and I rolled a 13.
Ah.
on the list.
To be fair,
Alright.
the strength check is DC 18 on the bullet bowler, so if you hit it,
Yeah, no, like
Oh,
Bullet
that's
is
pretty
powerful.
decent. Yeah, that's pretty decent.
Oh, strength check, not strength saving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mila?
Alright.
I said.
Yeah.
All right then. So I run up here. I see how fucked these two guys are. It's okay. I have this.
looking pulpy.
It's okay. I have this. I have this. And I'm going to spend. I'm going to spend 6 sorcery points.
Oh god, like all of them.
Oh wait, no.
It's
one
so
more.
funny, the difference in character. I run in, my friends are dying, and I'm like, I gotta kill that guy. I'm like, oh god, they're bleeding.
And then I'm going to
Difference in
twin spell a heal, so both Kyogen and Dusty get 70 HP back. 6
You
level.
get a twin spell?
Yep, I twin spell the heal. I just have to spend the amount of sorcery points that the spell slots at. So,
Oh shit!
Yep.
I never
That's
knew
a
that.
lot.
so
109,
you and
right?
Kyogen both get 60. Wait, just let me just double check. See.
Divine,
70, right?
Yeah, divine soul.
70, yeah.
Interesting, very interesting class.
109.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is 70
Brings me
HP.
back to full.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to fire off
thanks
one of
so
my
much.
crown of stars at the guy who's trying to run away. This guy.
Okay.
Oh, I've got a plus
kill
12 to
him.
hit. I love
Don't we
this
wanna-
crown. Oh, that's a
I'm
nine.
not-
That's a nine. Nat 18, so that's 30 to hit.
Yeah, he. You don't need to roll the damage. He's.
I'm going to roll the damage.
No! I want to kill him so bad.
What the
Don't we need to
fuck?
keep
I-
anyone alive? Am I the only
want
one
to
that?
kill him when he was on the
this is
zip
a
line.
raid. We are demolishing
19 points.
everything.
Oh, okay.
19 points of radiant damage.
He disintegrates.
Fucking Gavin runs up and misses a bunch of shit and some stars just fly past him and impale this guy. Pisses me off.
The power of friendship, Gavin. The power of friendship.
A little bead of energy goes forward towards him slowly, hits him in the chest. He slowly rises up into the air, explodes, and then Goku goes Super Saiyan.
And then Asmodean flies out of the area and says, "Okay, I'm done here." He doesn't have to do anything. Nothing to do.
Is this one of those slides that has a lot of windows so we can see which zipline those guys took?
Yeah, you guys see which they're. You can still see
Yeah.
them on it. Yeah,
Okay.
This one, yeah.
yeah.
Anyways, do we still go? I'm just wondering because I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did say 55, I guess. I'll do another. So that's 5. Can I see them from here?
Oh yeah. They're on the
How
zip
far
line.
Hold on a minute. I have a
No.
pitch.
They're about
Yeah.
180 feet away.
Are the zip lines made of metal, yeah?
They're 300 feet away.
Hang on, Frank. Hang on, Frank. Are
Yeah.
they made of metal?
Kind of.
Does metal not conduct electricity? And does
Yes,
Frank
it
not
does.
love using electricity?
It certainly
They're still
does.
wait. Are they still on the zip line?
Yeah, they're still on the zip line. They're about 200. So they're about because I just don't want to move them
Jesus
each turn. I
Christ.
can't be bothered.
Hit him with the lightning
they're
balls!
about-
It's not bad.
You
idea.
haven't used your chain lightning yet, Frank.
I know. But
they,
does
they, were
she-
holding, they were holding on to it.
I'm just wondering if I would know this. Asmodean would know this. Does lightning bolt at level 7 do more damage than chain lightning at level 7? Like, how much?
We can do the maths on that one.
I very much doubt it. To be perfectly
Yeah.
honest, I very, very much doubt it.
I don't want to use a level 7 anyways. I would do level 6. Let's see, chain lightning. How
bolt
much?
doesn't scale very
So
well.
it's
Lightning is
chain
40,
lightning and
50
what? Sorry, what was the other spell?
Chain lightning bolt.
Lightning
Lightning
bolt.
bolt. If I can increase that as well. Let's see, lightning
I think
bolt.
lightning bolt would be like 10d6.
Creature takes 8d6, and you
Oh, is it
every
8d6?
level
So 12,
1d6. 12d6, and the other one does how many?
10d8.
10d8. So it's 12d6 or 10d8. It's the exact same in my sense. I'll just do a chain. I'll do a chain lightning.
It's more like the kind of area of effect that they work in.
I'll do a chain lightning on the rope.
They all fail the save because they are
Good, like, dex
negative.
saving, yeah.
They can't save, yeah.
Okay, so
Do
I'm
they
gonna
fall
pull them
off?
out.
Well, like here's what I would here's what would be going through my head if I was those guys. What would be a more painful way to die? Being fried by electricity, holding onto a wire, or letting go of the wire and falling
Well,
to my
here's the
death?
fun thing about electricity: it makes you lock up, so you can't make choices.
It also happens pretty fast.
Marvelous.
Well, I use a level 6 spell. There we go. -1 level 6 spell.
I
Two
just
of
both
them
my
drop.
6th and 7th.
Two of them drop instantly.
Just keep-
Would they
Zipping
not lock
down.
up though and actually hold on?
That's the thing I'm just seeing now,
Like,
whether or not.
I
true,
feel
they
like
also
Please say that their bodies hang on and they just like hit their friends
I
who are
don't
still
think
alive.
I don't think you'd be able to let go in that situation. I don't know if you've ever zapped yourself, but I really don't think you.
I mean, I've seen some
Uh,
weapons.
It does end.
While they're being electrocuted, they're not letting go. It's once the spells finish shocking them. It doesn't shock
Yeah.
them.
Oh, they kind of go
continuously.
lit. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So after the spell fails, 3 of them drop.
Nice.
Fuck.
Yeah, because I did con saves for them as well to see if they could actually actually recover, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And one of them rolled a fucking natural 6, so he's gone. The one that's alive is extremely fucking sore at the minute.
Nice!
Is he
I did
the one
something!
Wait.
I did something.
There's only one. You're down to 1 runner now.
Do we have a sniper? Take him out! Take him out!
That's me. Only because I'm
Um,
next. Otherwise, it's Cap.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna say he's there. Back to Dusty.
Alright.
Woo! I did something!
So, okay. Brooke, a question.
Yes.
So, the way we have things so far, I would keep all my focus points, but, I mean, if I'm stunned?
I'm gonna say stunned is more of a body thing.
Okay. Okay. 10. Okay, I'm going to, bonus action dash. Over here.
You have a clean shot.
How far is he? Oh wait, yeah. Longbows are like 1200, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
longbows are huge.
Not 120, yeah, 1200. Yeah. I'm fucking shooting this guy.
You're a sniper, man. Do it.
25.
Yeah, that hits. Do damage.
That's more like it. 11.
Blah! Just as
Nice.
he unclips and gets onto the balcony, shoop, right
He's
into its back.
265 feet away.
Yeah, but he can do a 1200 feet away with a long
Really?
bow. Yeah,
100
it's ridiculous.
feet? God damn, that's so dope.
Yeah.
Or like 400. One of those.
Well, the thing
Yeah.
is, when we were doing the Camelot setting, I was looking up the actual maximum distances shot by a Welsh longbow, and I think it was like half a mile.
Yeah, I swear it's like 2,000 or 3,000 feet, right?
At that
It
point,
was-
you're just guessing. You're literally just fucking.
Oh
guessing.
yeah.
Yeah, about there.
You just need to
That
shoot
was
all of
that
them.
was one of the things I was really sad about. Is like I was having a lot of I was going to have a lot of fun with the Artemis character who could make those shots.
600. Yeah, that was cool. I was looking forward to that.
What a shot.
Yeah. I
Good shot.
just like sprint up to the edge, like get my posture right, deep breath. I haven't used a
Do you
longbow
make
since.
any like mention of hitting him?
No,
Okay.
but I look satisfied afterwards.
Well, no, it's because I'm gonna be running up after him, right? So.
Asmodean just asks you, did
Oh,
I
yeah,
actually
there's
hit those
windows.
guys?
There's windows I can probably see.
Yeah, I assume your eyes are
You,
trained on
you're,
that guy.
you're the same because you kind of. The thing is with D&D, you have to kind of keep in mind that you are moving at the same time as each other.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, yeah. So
I do have to
cause and
actually
effect is a
remember.
little.
Those were the last of the enemies, right?
That
For,
we
like, the
know
captain
of.
to catch up. Because I think we left his ass behind in the other building.
Yeah,
Those
do
people
we
are
want to
fucking
keep
useless
going?
anyway.
Yeah, what's up with these lads?
Anyway, I'm gonna go pick up my bola that I missed.
What's my perception, anyways? I think it's like minus something.
No, I think
I'm like, did I hit those guys? Did I actually hit those
I
guys?
think your wisdom modifier is just a straight 0. I don't think it's a negative, so...
Yeah, no, 0, yeah. So I have a 10 perception. So I guess I can actually see that I hit those guys.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So what's happening with our crew or teammates or
Yeah,
squad
where
mates?
are we at right now?
I assume we're done and we're waiting for people to catch up and tell us what we're doing next.
Brooke?
We don't know if there's more. It's,
Yes.
What are we doing now?
Oh, okay.
I assumed you were like prepping.
No, I was texting my mom.
Playing.
You motherfucker.
Oof. Mother texter.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Swap mates.
I feel like Gavin and Dusty kind of confirmed that they've caught the last ones. And the rest of the SWAT team kind of get over to you guys, Bantham and the two survivors, who a lot of guys dropped on this actually, or kind of fell
Yeah.
back.
Oh, sure.
Or like wait, like the healers and stuff are still kind of taking care of the
Yeah,
guys
right.
from the first building. So there's literally just 3 of them you come across, and Bantham like just goes around, kind of just checking out, making sure things are okay, giving orders to kind of dictating stuff to the 2 guys next to him, mostly just kind of like assessing the damage of the explosion as well, just like okay, we're going to need a construction squad over here as soon as possible. It looks like we've got 3 floors, maybe 4 floors worth of structural damage on the C46 pillar.
I will make a note.
Right, that
Do
one
not
down.
bother. That's useless information.
I've made a note.
Like the second that everything starts to calm down, I'm going to go over to Dusty and I'm going to give him a 4th level cure wounds.
I'm full.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
not going to do that then. I'm just going to
I
simply ask.
I look healthy
how
as
you
fuck.
doing?
Am I gonna witness this awkward moment of Mila being like, "Oh, let me heal you"? I don't need healing.
Well, I'm just very bloody.
Actually, no. On the way, I definitely would have tried to heal Kyogun. Let's pump a 4th level cure wounds.
Mila's becoming
you, Joe.
becoming Dusty's heel slot.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Fuck at me.
Hi guys, Mercy Main here.
Well, why don't the
fucking
rest
G.
of you noobs try being more handsome and elvish?
I am handsome.
Looking for my
This
Reinhardt.
is true. More like soldier.
Where are my d8s? Let's get them d8s.
I'm gonna.
Hey, David, link your OnlyFans. Let's go.
I'm a fucking boomer at this stage, man. I've got no idea what that is.
You're a fucking e-girl, and that's it. I'm hearing nothing else to the contrary.
Can you remove the turn order
F-girl.
box? I can't remove the turn order box. I want it gone.
No, you can't.
Kyogun
Thank
gets
you.
25 points of healing.
It doesn't matter.
Well, for the-
Here's an interesting thing that I am going to RP out. Kyogen is coming out of his rage, and he's just looking down at his shredded, tattered body, and he's just starting to dig into like each of the holes and wincing and pulling out these metal slugs.
Kyogen, no, please, let me do that. Like, as I'm trying to cast Cure Wounds on him.
I can try help with that as well.
Yeah, Kyogen, please stop
Where's
putting your fingers in
Kyogen?
those wounds. Those are horrible.
There's so many inside me.
Cure Wounds will get them out. Just please, give us a moment.
If you, I don't think Cure Wounds would get them out. Cure Wounds would close the hole.
No, doesn't it-
Guns?
Do I have?
Doesn't
Is
it
there a
push
spell
it
called
out?
local anesthetic?
I don't know. I think it might be more interesting if like a lowish level magic just heals the wound. Like
Yeah.
I like it would
Seals them
speed
in.
up it speed up the body's natural healing, right? Body's natural healing does not push
I was
bullets
gonna
out.
say, would this be something
Yeah.
that they like learn later on down the line with technology advancing? It's just like,
Yeah.
wait, we're just
Yeah,
gonna
like
use
they
bullets
like
and
I'd say a Bantam would be like, oh, you don't wanna close up those wounds if there's bullets still inside him.
Question, Brooke.
Dusty looks down.
I know orokinesis is supposed to be for like jewelry and gold and whatnot.
It's for
but-
gold.
Yeah, I was gonna. Did they use
Right.
gold-plated bullets by any chance? I mean, you
Let me
don't
check.
know if you don't get if you don't ask.
Okay, wait, Dusty just got healed though after he got fucking
Hang on.
shot.
Yeah, I'm full, and I've got a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just.
I just see
That's
blood
what
and
You can feel it
panic.
inside you. You can feel it
Alright,
inside
Dusty,
you.
don't try to pass airport security anytime soon.
I'm just thinking of a new spell. Like,
Oh, they
I need to make a magnet spell.
David,
What?
Yes.
they are solid gold bullets.
Nice.
Shut the fuck up, are they?
What?
No, they're fucking not. Are you stupid?
That's why I asked, because it was funny! Jesus Christ, the joke flew completely over your head!
Long game. Oh my god.
Brooke, a new spell. I'm creating a new spell with this in mind. I'm going to make a giant magnet spell. Just saying.
You could do that with your. You could work on that with your electricity focus, but yeah, that's gonna fucking hurt. It's probably just damage coming out as they do going in.
I'm gonna say, Gavin, you got any small tools, tweezers, something like that?
Let the medics take care of you. They're trained in this stuff.
Okay. I just have a
They'll be
plus 9
along. They'll
medicine.
be along shortly. If you guys just stay here.
Mila pulls out a
Um,
pair of tweezers and starts looking around and says, "Is this what you're after? Is this what you want?" Oh, okay.
You could maybe learn something from the medics if you like. I don't know.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. In fact, I will actually hang on for the medics to show up so I can watch them try and remove the bullets and try and take notes.
What if
Sure.
Dusty gets hurt? I have to be able to heal Dusty.
Hey, motherfucker, if you get shot in the
My-
future, this could come in
my
handy.
Oogie Dusty, Dusty kid.
To be fair, I've got like 30 bullets inside of me right now, and they're sealed in.
Dusty's like following, so hey, is it a problem if you got bullets in you know?
I feel okay.
Okay, do we need to make new wounds in me?
That's not my kink, but I'm sure there's
If
someone
I-
out there who would love that.
If I tense my abs really hard, will it just pop out?
Oh, yes!
No.
Shit.
I tell you what though, you start pulling around, poking at the holes, and you go, "Hang on, there's something else in here." You like start pulling back the skin. It's like, "Oh shit, there's a dwarf in here."
Dusty's wearing a meat mech!
Do bullets move at all inside you, or would they like start like surfacing? Like, would they move at all towards?
No.
like-
But bullets do not get pushed out.
No.
Yeah,
okay.
I've read several horror case stories where
Too
people have
deep,
been
imagine.
shot,
Yeah,
and the
I've actually
bullets
never
is-
thought about that.
Yeah,
But yeah.
like they've ended up like in the skull area, not done any brain damage, but like they've ended up in the skull.
Oh, I've heard
And
stories
it's-
like that.
Yeah, and it's too dangerous to actually like try and take the bullet out, so they just like,
So they
just
just
leave
leave
it. Just leave it there, it's fine.
It's fucking
I
terrifying.
remember seeing a story about one dude who had like a pipe went through basically. It was like his skull and like came.
Phineas
apart.
Gage, yeah, Phineas Gage.
Yeah, and like
I'm sure
it
that was
just,
his
like,
name.
yeah,
It was a railway spike, wasn't it?
yeah, something like that.
Ooh,
It's
damn,
something
I think I
huge.
heard about
It-
that,
yeah,
yeah.
went through the skull and like out the armpit area, and it just
Yep,
it just
I
kind
did
of
hear about that, yeah.
luckily missed everything vital, and he just kind of lived like
He was totally fine.
yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Brain's crazy. Brain's crazy.
Brain is insane, yeah.
Yeah.
Insane in the membrane. And on that note, I'm going for a pee. I'll be back in a moment.
So, at some point,
Are
one
there
of
any
the
cute
other.
nurses?
No, these are riot cops. I mean, there's female riot cops. I don't know if I'd call them cute. Some of them have got gunshot wounds. They're all pretty like athletic and muscly, and like the Marine from Aliens with the giant flamethrower, who I thought was super hot when I was like 12.
I don't think that's Gavin's taste. I'll leave it be.
None of these guys are cute, except maybe there's like one Twinkie one who got killed, and you're like, shit.
Fuck.
Twinks always die, man. It's so sad.
Fuck.
I don't know. One of the riot team members comes along at some point with the guy that surrendered in the first tower, kind of dragging him along and like throws him into the floor in front of Bantham, who starts going through a bit of an interrogation routine. Not getting a lot of information out of this guy. Bantham asks questions. He asks him if he knows anything about someone he refers to as the King, someone he refers to as Big Michael, and someone he refers to as the Goat. But other than that, it's mostly just kind of like going through like pretty standard questions. This guy is just tight-lipped, like not saying anything for any of them.
Well, the answer to the first one is Elvis.
Well, that's it could be, yeah. And so he just cracks a guy over the head and knocks him out when he gets bored of it.
It's a great way to come back.
The medics take some time, but do eventually pull all of the. It takes about an hour to get all of the bits of lead out of Keo. He's probably, with all the shotgun pellets as well, he's probably got 3-4 dozen bullets
How
in him.
painful does this experience look?
For Keo, he doesn't seem that bothered.
Does he
But it
rage while
probably
this is going
looks.
on?
Does it look incredibly unpleasant?
It looks very unpleasant, yeah, but it's Keo. He's
Probably
like
fucking crimson red everywhere.
the thing is he could probably just go into a rage and hold it because he's constantly being attacked, technically.
Yeah.
So he basically like Keo, because he's like a fighter as well. He has a very, very controlled rage.
Yeah, it's not like
So
a
he's-
frenzy kind of thing.
No, it's definitely not a frenzy. It's more like a spiritual thing almost. Like he's like tribal bear tribe thing.
Oh, I was going to ask if he was a totem warrior.
Yeah, but I mean, I think
That's
he's
why
like
he's immune to
level.
everything.
Yeah, he's like level 6 barbarian. He just got it because you can get immunity to everything at level 3 in the barbarian tree. It's so
Wait,
fucked.
he's only 6 levels of barbarian and the rest is fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I thought it was the other way
Something
around.
like that.
Ooh,
No, barbarian actually doesn't scale that well.
I've noticed.
No.
I did barbarian rogue in 3.5 once. And yeah, it was just to get a couple cool barbarian perks, and then everything else was into rogue. I just wanted to sneak attack with a broad axe.
Nice. Oh, for the yeah.
So once you guys are mostly patched up and stuff, if there's anything you want to retrieve from this area,
Don't worry.
Brooke, the
Yeah.
guy over here, he had a rifle, right?
yeah.
I want to pick that one up.
Bantham kind of says, "Hey, look, I know, but if you're gonna take any, it's gonna be really hard.
I just wanted to look at it. So just,
Flynn,
Take one of the smaller ones if you don't mind. Like the bigger ones, I kind of need to bring as many back as possible.
Flynn would absolutely at this point try and slice of hand a machine gun away. I'm fairly
I
confident
think
in saying that.
I think
Flynn's
because Flynn's not here, but I think he probably picks a pistol up in the first room as well.
In fact, he
I
actually
think he
didn't he?
did. I'm pretty. Yeah, I'm
He
pretty
did,
sure
yeah.
he did.
Yeah, he did.
Because he wasn't trained with it or whatever, he couldn't use it as effectively.
I think
He
that's
would
right.
definitely want a machine gun, though.
Yeah, but he's out the fight, and all of the machine guns have been collected.
Okay.
Like that's the thing. That's the thing. It's like as well, to get one of them, you would have to go for it before like the cleanup crew does, if that makes sense.
Dave's not going to
I
be
really
easy.
want a rifle.
But like they do overlook you taking a pistol. There's a lot more of the pistols than the shotguns, SMGs, or rifles.
No, I was so I just wanted to look at it, like study it in a sense.
Oh, okay, yeah, they'll
Yeah.
let you do that. Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
want to do an investigation check on it?
Yeah, I'll roll. See what I get.
Gun wizard, just like pulling back the fucking like.
Investigation, right?
Yeah.
That's a 14 plus 11.
Yeah, no, you
25.
You get a good understanding of how the mechanism of this thing works, like the firing pin, the bolt, kind of how it's designed.
I just take it apart and give him the parts back to him.
It doesn't necessarily come apart. It's kind of machined together to a degree. It's not super easy to disassemble. It wasn't made for that purpose.
Yeah.
Like a lot of modern weapons are very modular, and you can kind of like fit out attachments. Old guns were not made like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like
very specific purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get a picture of it, how it works. Like maybe
You
like
definitely get that. Another thing
Yeah.
is you've probably picked up a couple of casings off the ground as well, and you can kind of get the general concept of what these bullets are. I don't maybe some of the dead bodies have some spare bullets lying around on them, but you can tell pretty quickly that you would need some kind of machine to make these bullets.
Yeah, no. For me, it's just like I want it's a new thing that's going to attack me. I want to find a way to defend myself against it.
I see. So it's a metal casing, and they're putting the dragon powder inside the metal casing, and then that pops. And I see. So this pit here, the firing pin is striking it. Oh, that's clever. Like, you kind of work out as you go. Yeah, you know how these guns work.
Yeah. Okay.
Recreating them would be a task. Would be a pretty big task. But
I'm not interested in building new ones. I was just like, I want to know how they work. Maybe find a way to defend against it, or
That's the other thing that you're realizing is that these things are really brutally efficient.
Yeah.
There's not some. Pardon the pun, there's not some like magic bullet approach you can take here of like, okay, so they rely on this or this or this. So no, they are literally just making a chunk of metal go extremely fast.
Let the record state I am not going to forgive you for that pun.
Which means it's kind of like, it's like there's no kind of like magic answer to getting like a fucking spear thrown at you. There's no real magic answer to deal with these. There's no magic. Like there's no magical component to the machinery, so you can't dispel them or stop them in that way. Like they're just better arrows, basically. Which is a little disappointing, I suppose.
Magnet. I'm gonna make a giant.
Well,
I mean, if that worked for arrows, Actually, I don't know. I think it might work because of the speed they go. It'll be a coefficient of the speed and the weight. Like arrows are heavier, but bullets go way faster. So who knows which would be easier to stop with magnetism? I know in the real world you can't fucking stop a bullet with a magnet.
Hey, magic magnet!
Haven't found a strong enough magnet yet.
Yeah,
that's the thing. It's like
isn't that more like a force field? Then you get to a point where when you use so much magnet power, in a sense, it's just a force field.
Brooke, when you actually read, if you do actually get round to it, when you read the second part of Mistborn, there's a lot of interesting stuff regarding that in that.
Are there guns? Are there guns in Mistborn in the second part?
There
that would
are
make
indeed,
sense.
yeah.
Hey, cool.
I tried Mistborn. I didn't like the style.
That's because you have terrible taste.
I know it's the writing style.
I'm only joking.
That was most of the problems I had with it. It's a very mechanical world, which for like a fantasy setting is kind of like it kind of takes the magic out of it, really.
It kind of does. Yeah. I mean, like there's a whole discussion about hard magic systems there to be had.
Yeah, it does have its own merits, and I think for some people that's a strength, and for others it's a weakness. You know, so. Okay,
Captain Bantam.
So-
Does anybody need healing at all?
I think we're all right here. Thanks for the offer. No, you guys did really well. Rest up. The night's yours now. If you want to report back at the mayor's compound, just let him know kind of what went on, and then I don't know. Maybe there's some accommodations planned for you. Our interactions are now more or less finished, so you guys just go have a good time.
Very well.
How
Pleasure,
many
Captain.
did we lose?
Right on.
What was that, Dusty?
How many did we lose?
How many what did we lose?
People, teammates.
Oh, he kind of looks at you like that's.
It's a little dark. What the fuck? I was like thinking like, alright, let's go celebrate. And Dusty's like, how many?
Do we need to have a funeral first?
Let's track them up the edge.
Well, that's an extra one.
It's interesting. These guys don't have the camaraderie that you would expect from like a platoon or like a police force. More like mercs losing a merc in their group. It's like, oh well.
Like they're
That
going
was
to be
Bob.
for fuck's sake. Now we've got to advertise
I think-
for a new guy to come
I
in.
think
It's going to
that,
take
like-
6 months to train him.
That one guy was the only one who was like confirmed fucked, right?
As far as we saw.
2. We've lost 2.
Okay.
It's not bad. We've had much worse casualties on the ship.
It's
that's
funny.
not
We
bad at all.
could just
Honestly.
resurrect them, but no, that would be too much work or too much gold because it's like 300 gold diamond.
That would be so much fucking money if you actually committed to resurrecting
been longer
every
than a
single
minute.
fucking riot squad member that died.
If
And
you
we're
have
doing-
25 grand each to spare, I could revive them tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
But I ain't paying that. I don't even think I've got that much
Stick a
money.
hair.
They're literally NPCs. Let's go.
Oh, poor NPCs.
So, I was gonna say.
I could technically bring one back tomorrow if we could find a diamond of an appropriate size. But
Oh,
I think you already have those
I
diamonds.
gave you one.
no, that's
Yeah,
the
we gave-
Revivify. This is Resurrection. It's
I
way
gave
more
you-
expensive.
How much
Yeah,
is it?
because
I believe it's
6,000.
25 grand. I'll double check.
Okay, sure.
Okay,
No,
so I
no,
totally
25
didn't give
is-
you that.
25 is true resurrection. I think resurrection. the
It's
one that-
3,000, right?
I think it's like 2,500, but I'm not 100% sure.
Might be around there.
Regardless,
Oh, it's
Doesn't
1,000.
matter.
Just for the record, it's 1,000.
Wait,
Oh.
do you have
You
true
the fucking
resurrection?
air-horn.
So, okay,
No,
hold up.
that's
It
not
costs. Well, I just want to make a comparison here. It costs you 1,000 gold to revive someone and $1,000 for Flynn to shoot his gun.
Hey, that's
Once.
It's like the United
price of life,
States.
baby.
Give and you take.
Yeah.
Dusty makes a note in his little notebook.
When do you get true resurrection, anyways?
Level 9.
Oh, it's level 9 spell.
Yes.
Normal
God-
Resurrection
God
is 7th
damn it.
level, but yeah, True
Wouldn't
Resurrection
be
is
that
9th.
obviously, but
What is normal? What's the difference between normal? What does normal
I
resurrection
can
do?
you
copy
don't
and
need
paste
Normal
any body parts for
Yeah, normal
true
resurrection needs a
resurrection.
body and 1 day.
or needs
Probably
like part of a body.
So here's-
Like,
here-
from any
It's
body.
in the
Interesting.
Midrealm chat if you want it.
Wait, so normal you get normal resurrection next level up, or you already have it?
They
I
already
can
have it.
swap a spell out tonight if I wanted to get it. If I wanted to get it, but I don't have it prepared.
We
right
could
now.
we could test if Bogoder's still alive.
Yeah,
No, we need a
you
body.
could.
You don't have a body.
If
No,
you
we
didn't
have,
throw
but
the
we-
ashes into the wind, you fucking idiot.
No, we still have the ashes. We
You
put the
remember
ashes in a
In a bottle of
bottle
whiskey,
of
yeah.
whiskey.
1 day.
Yeah. What? Sorry.
What?
What?
The time limit is 1 day.
Has to be within a day.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't know. I didn't read it yet. I didn't.
Okay, to be fair, the way you initially said it made it sound like the cast time was a day.
No. The body has to be fresh.
Yeah, like I knew that
Or the
already,
body
but yeah, no.
parts.
When you first said it sounded like it took a day, like as in like the
Yeah.
cast time was.
As long as I
Right.
don't die of old age.
Right.
God.
Uh,
So going back to a point that was brought up 2 years ago, Bantham says, "Yeah, no. The first time we encountered these new firearms, we lost an entire squadron, 24 of us. We were,
What is
yeah.
your armor?
Well, it wasn't effective enough.
No, I mean right now. Like, how effective is?
Oh,
that
a lot
bullets?
better, a lot better than it was. So it turns out that plate armor, is actually really ineffective against these things. It can punch through. It can punch through the relatively thin plate metal.
And there's no bounce.
They can punch through that. It's better to actually have more padding.
Yeah.
So we've noticed that like thick padded levers are a lot more effective at stopping them than thin plate metal. So we've been swapping out a lot of our tactical armor for these missions. So a lot more like padded levers and half plate, maneuverability and shields.
How widespread is
good
this
to know.
technology right now?
It's only hit the streets of this town about a month ago. I mean, we've had firearms come through the town before. They've always been quite a popular weapon with in gang circles, kind of seen as like because they're kind of inefficient and expensive to use. They were always kind of seen as like a bit of a status symbol weapon. But they've never really been anywhere near as effective as these ones are. These ones are scary. It's like going up against like a gang of 12 members, with one of these. It's like going up against veteran adventurers.
Should you not be like putting more efforts toward finding the source of ammunition for these?
Well, we're trying, but honestly, I think the only way we're really going to be able to keep up with them is if we can broker a deal for our own supply of them. At the end of the day, if we can't keep them off the streets, then we need our own. That's the only way it's going to be able to equalize.
I hate this, but Gavin's like, yeah, that's fair.
It's almost like real life in certain aspects.
So the only way to buy these would be to make a deal with whoever.
We
makes them.
we are cracking down on them. There's legislation going through the town hall at the minute to try and like outlaw them completely, which would be an unprecedented thing for
What
this.
would legislation do to try and stop this?
Well, I mean, it can help. It's the same as like illegal drugs, which there are a few, not many, but there are a few.
At
some
this
of the
point,
really nasty ones.
I just look at Flynn.
Flynn's not here.
He's
Flynn's
here.
not here. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I guess he's probably here by now.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I don't
No,
his character
no.
sheet. I know about his drug toads, so that's why I'm looking at him.
some of the more nasty drugs, the ones that can cause real damage to people, we stopped the official vendors in town from stocking them, which does do a lot to keep them out, especially when there's so many legal alternatives which are much safer. We're hoping that we can get, because so much of the crime in this town goes through official channels.
Skip this music track. It's been playing for 25 minutes, and there's still another 35.
You can change it too.
I don't know how it works. I'm just gonna listen.
You just hit next.
Oh,
But yeah, I don't know how. It depends where they're coming from. That's the thing. It depends. I mean, obviously we can put the pressure when we identify which gang in particular is manufacturing these bullets and these new weapons. We can put the squeeze on them, and I'll tell you something: the other gangs in town are not fond of them either. So the only problem would really be is if they're directly coming from the Shadow Cartel.
Shadow Cartel's nothing. And Dusty doesn't say that. I changed my
That's cute, kid.
Can we not use a scrying spell on the bullet to use it to check if we can find?
I can
What
try if
is
you'd
that
like.
gonna do?
Scrying.
Each one
Yeah.
of these lowlifes has got like several dozen of them on them. It's not gonna
Yeah.
take anywhere.
Yeah, we
But
don't know.
if we could trace one dealer, would that not be worth it?
Hmm.
We'll
I
get
can-
it under control.
I
We'll
can
get it
do
under
that if you'd like.
You can.
Really? Because it doesn't sound like you have much of a plan. Your plan is to
Oh,
scatter
sorry.
guns and
Yes,
war
Dusty, I
guns.
forgot you were farming potatoes with Kieran. I can scry on people.
David.
Hmm?
I'm putting an official stop warning in place. Too much interrupting.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're
Well, that
right.
was
It's-
relevant, I think.
I feel. Well, the thing is, something else was happening before that happened. Cassie was talking to the police guy. No, so we're not going to discuss everything we're planning to tackle this thing in front of you guys. Like, don't get me wrong. There are things in works, but obviously we're chasing leads and pulling on threads. But until we can really figure out who's moving these things, we're kind of just probing the dark a little bit. But like I say, we'll get this figured out. It's nothing that this town's not seen before.
All right.
Okay, Mila, your turn.
Oh, I was gonna say.
No, that was also I was going to say about the scrying, if it's any help.
How do the civilians feel about the guns?
Well, I mean, it follows pretty standard rules. You know, the civilians aren't really getting dragged into it, which is good. That would be well, actually, I don't know. If the civilians were getting mowed down by these things, then maybe things would be moving a lot quicker. But no, they're following pretty standard, criminal law, so to speak. They're keeping to the lower levels and so on.
Does this guy look uncomfortable at this point?
He looks tired and overworked.
That's fair. Whatever, not really much.
He's probably seen a lot this last month. These weapons have probably done a lot of damage.
He goes into work every day assuming he's probably gonna fucking die.
Oh, someone's gonna die. Yeah. Bamford's pretty fucking tough. He's not like Kyo, but like if Bamford's got a team and a shield, he's probably not the first one to drop.
Yeah.
Probably one of the last ones to drop.
He's a fucking like fuck, what are they called? He's a breacher as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts.
Okay, where's a reward or whatever we're getting for this?
Oh, there isn't one. At least not for me. Like, you guys probably want to clear off and get back to the mayor now.
Yeah, we gotta go to the mayor. That's what I meant.
You do remember, though, that she did not mention a reward for this.
Okay,
Well.
let's go talk to the mayor. We're done here, right?
Yeah, you guys are free to go. Good work. Thanks for the assist. There would have been a lot more casualties today without you guys.
Yeah.
Brooke, do I see any did they put the gun? Where did they put the guns they took?
They're just kind of like, it's like the cleanup crew. So like, just in general.
Did they put them like in a area? Did they put them away?
Oh no, they're taking them with them.
Yeah, did they put them somewhere down somewhere? Just wanted to know.
If you're trying to steal
Probably
one,
in, like, bags or
start rolling.
What?
If you're trying to steal one, start rolling.
I was thinking walking away and using if there's one, use my my handhold to steal one. That's why I'm asking, like, if there's one that they're not looking at and they put it down.
You trying to eat that? No, I don't know. I would say make a perception check. Let's see.
Oh yeah,
spot.
perfect.
Yeah.
That is
That's how
just
you used to
a
get
clean
the
roll.
prophecy.
That's a 9, Brooke. That's a 9.
You're struggling. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see, because the thing is, it's like they're not kind of putting them down. They're kind of just like scooping them all up and taking them with them. So yeah, unfortunately.
Okay, no, I if I had the opportunity.
Hey, you'll be in town for a while. You'll get more chances.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, you haven't found the cult yet, so.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna fast forward a bit now. There's not really anything left to do here.
Yeah. That's,
So you guys get back to the mayor, to the mayor's house. Kyo's limping a little bit. Lots of fresh scars. Lots of blood loss. Probably been a while, like, since he's been actually battered this hard, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I get to
we-
stand behind Kyo. I am
We've
so
never
grateful.
seen it.
I don't have any spells to heal him. Like, I've got cure wounds, but that's it.
He's already healed, I think, right?
Well, he's not like back to full HP, but he's like stabilized completely. So it's not too much to it.
I'll drop like 2 3rd-level cure wounds on him. If you want me to roll, I can do, but like just to try and ease the pain a little bit.
He's fine. Pain management is not one of Kyo's problems. Like, in fact, he's probably. I would imagine he'd be like, "No, don't use up all your magic. I'm fine. I'm not dying." So.
That's fair.
Okay, so you guys get back to the mayor. It's probably about 10 p.m. at this point.
What's it? Pollyanna?
So-
Half
That
right?
sounds right.
Half
That's-
right.
yeah.
Pollyanna
That's
half
correct.
right, yeah, someone.
You're half
Actually,
right.
Or half orc? I actually don't have a name written down in this notepad. But I just
Well, that's an
remembered
old
off the top of my head.
thing not to have.
This is a brand new notepad, so it doesn't have that name on it for sure.
Welcome back, Hounds of Milton. How's it go?
Whew.
Messy, but complete.
Yep. Yeah, I did think it would be well within your capabilities. Maybe I should have. Well, no, I think I did warn you about how dangerous those things were.
You did.
So
Yeah, I was a bit over at the time. I wasn't listening.
That's on me. Sorry, Jared. When I was giving you the updates, that would be before you jump back in. I probably should have mentioned the guns.
Okay.
Bart's
I
on
was like,
tour.
what?
Hey, that was the most important thing.
You didn't even tell me what it was. But anyway.
What were we talking about?
So that was a good start. We've got you guys kind of very seen in the ways we wanted.
Mhm.
That's good. I don't really have anything left for you at this point. I have another job for you tomorrow evening, so if you can get back to me then. I've arranged some accommodations for you in a local hotel, quite a good one.
Is there room next to the hotel for my base?
Molly, you might want to explain yourself.
Yeah,
I just need,
if you could explain yourself, that would be really helpful.
I need. How big is it? How big is the tower?
So I was actually thinking about the tower. So
Yeah.
I like to think that it works very much like the mansion, where
Yeah.
there's a door, and that's kind of like I think it's cool if there's like actually a physical pink door,
Okay.
which you kind of open up to go in there, and then you can lock it.
Okay.
There is an illusion of a full-size wizard tower.
Yeah,
that goes
that's what
with
I
it.
wanted. Yeah.
However, it's not corporeal.
No. That's exactly. I wanted to like kind of like it's kind of see through, but you do see it. Kind
Yeah.
It's kind of like in a pocket dimension kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
The door can float. It does not need to be on the ground, but you do
Okay.
need the space for the door, and then the tower is probably going to be a bit of like a. It's going to be a bit of a problem.
And you need
Yeah.
to sit on the
I
street.
mean, if it's a
and, cast
projection, it could just blend into things, right?
And
Yeah,
also, I
yeah,
think
but
you could probably no, you definitely can turn the tower illusion off in times
Yeah.
when you want to just be sneaky.
Yeah.
Make the whole thing. Of it.
Yeah.
I like
Stealth mode. Boom.
Stop. Nice.
Stealth mode wizard tower in a fucking dungeon. That's so that'd be so dope.
I just want to, but then I don't need the room, I guess. But it's still, I want to. Be
Well, you have
kind
a
of-
room. It's up to you
This
whether or not you sleep
is
in it.
fucking one of the songs my other DM uses.
Okay.
I feel like Matt
Nice.
Mercer uses this song as well.
Pause of eternity. Yeah, I
Oh,
think
that
so.
could be why Raz uses it. Yeah, no, this is always like our resting song.
I think
Yeah.
Pillars
You
of
just,
Eternity
like-
was one of the first soundtracks they got like rights to use, and
I think you're right. Yeah, because
It's like this one, and he also uses a lot of Hollow Knight songs.
I really need to catch up. I haven't, I think for a year now or something. I haven't watched
Oh, Critical
Critical
Role.
Role for a year. Yeah.
Can I ask how long is this arrangement going to last?
Oh, I think we'll probably be done within a week.
Within a week?
Yeah.
Every night?
Maybe not every night. I think. Right. So I've got tomorrow night's job worked out for you, and then the job after that, I actually want to try and get you in contact with a member of the cult. After that, we're going to be playing it by ear.
Okie
Are we
dokie.
getting any extra payment for these jobs?
So for tonight's, technically, I can't really pay you. It was more of a volunteer thing that we kind of agreed on. Sorry if that wasn't clear. I feel like it was there. Tomorrow night's job is actually contracted work. You will be able to. Hang on, let me just pull it up here. Yeah, it looks like you'll be able to net $5,000 each for this one. It's a big.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, no. I've got you guys. I mean, if you want the details now, I'll give it to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
So-
going to ask.
So it's going to be down in the actual Underdark, like like not in town at all. You'll be going off, and you're going to be basically brokering, watching over a pretty big deal that's going down between two major players in town. Because you're a trusted, vetted, neutral party, they're more than happy to contract you for the job. This stuff is heavy duty work. Like if this thing turns violent, it's gonna be a job of your caliber.
But that's so we're a neutral party. But what if one party attacks the other party? Who are we?
That's the thing. You take the side you go against the aggressor. That's the general rule.
Okay.
You're there to keep the peace, no matter who breaks it.
Okay.
And
that's the understanding that you're there for. Yeah, this will be down in the Underdark. It's most likely Shadow Cartel related. Seeing it. I know for a fact that one of the groups meeting will be Drows. So, yeah. They're moving something big as well, but I don't think you're going to be needed to actually help with the movement of the shipment itself. But I don't know. I'll tell you who to report to tomorrow night, and they'll give you more info. But that's the general breakdown of it.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, it should be a nice. It should actually make the trip out here worthwhile. I wanted to get you guys something big enough that it would make sense for you to be here to do it. So
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh, there was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about. What was it? Yes. Have anybody from the guild talked to you guys about the election yet?
The only thing
Election
I've heard about was from you.
Well, you must be aware. You must be aware that the election's due in next spring, right?
What election?
Didn't they mention something like she was trying to make herself look good?
Yeah,
for
that's
against-
what I was going to
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
The only thing I can remember was from Polly.
I remember you
That's all.
mentioning this, but I don't remember exactly what it was.
I'm running for the council seat of Westphal.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about in general of the election. Do you guys know about the Adventurers Guild's responsibilities during the election?
Would I know about that, Brock? Is it Miliana, but not me?
Miliana would, yes. Keo
Gavin's just
wouldn't.
gonna cross his arms and shake
Gavin
his head
wouldn't.
no.
Rasmolian?
Asmodean, do a history roll for me.
I can do a history roll. Let's see. That's an 8 plus history.
A million.
Histories. 11. So that's 19.
Nice.
Yeah, like you are vaguely aware of like the shit, but it doesn't interest you. So it's just like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, okay, that's fine. I'll kind of help bring you guys up to speed. So it won't be for a couple of months yet, because you guys, it's like early winter at the minute. But when an election gets underway, the Adventurers Guild is, at being the most neutral guild historically in the country, is often called upon to oversee, supervise, and protect elections, because elections can get pretty intense. With the amount of money and power riding on the line, things can kick off, and in the past they often have done. So, over the 12 weeks of the election, if a party or if any members of the Adventurers Guild are called up to serve, which I'm guessing you guys will be, I don't think you're high enough rank to kind of skip it.
I think
You might be,
Miliana would.
though.
I was going to say Miliana would probably volunteer for that kind of stuff. Probably.
Yeah, you get compensated for it, as far as I'm aware. I don't know if it'd be up to the kind of pay grades that you guys are used to. But yeah, and then you're assigned to protect. Okay, so every 2 weeks you'll be assigned to a new candidate, and you will be basically doing protection work for them for 2 weeks, and then you move on to the next candidate, which is, as far as I know, randomly selected. And so on and so on. So for the 12 weeks of the election, you will travel across the whole country, protecting 6 different candidates in the election.
And that is as a party or individuals?
A party.
Right.
Damn. It's a lot
But
of
like
work.
I say, that's usually. I mean, yeah. It is. It will have been in your contracts when you signed it.
I feel like I need to recheck my.
I think I have the mental capacity to actually read that thing.
I
now.
didn't sign any contract. I'm not obligated to do shit.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you're not part of the guild.
Are you not part of the guild? Are you? Oh, interesting.
I'm
No,
just
you
saying.
wouldn't be. You would not be.
No.
I don't know if they might be able to pay you as an independent contractor. It might be worth looking into that if you're traveling
Oh.
with these guys.
Actually, if they're paying me, then I might be into it.
Yeah, that I wouldn't know about that. I'm not in charge of paying. In fact, this is the first election I'll have run in, so it's new to me too. I assume you guys weren't around for the last one. No, in fact, I know you weren't because you formed like 2 years ago.
Would I have been?
You probably have a better idea than we do.
I don't think anyone has been in the guild for more than 6
think so.
years.
So that's actually a good question to ask, Brooke. How long has Miliana been in the guild?
Relatively recently.
Yeah, I thought that might be the case.
Asmodean might have been registered for a long time, but he didn't actually do anything with it. It's like, I need some
No,
research
because-
stuff.
I'm just
All
keeping
that
my
level-
options open.
All
Yeah.
that level 1 stuff was your induction.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, this
I
is
was
a
a
new
researcher.
process to me as well.
Right. Well, I mean, that's I know more about the way it works from a candidate's perspective. I don't know too much about all of your responsibilities. I can explain a little bit more about how the election works if you'd like.
Yes, absolutely.
Now's as good as time as ever.
Sure. Well, like I say, it's 12 weeks of campaigning, and there's 6 candidates per province. That is currently being the preliminary elections are currently taking place.
Sorry, Brooke, did you say 6 seats?
Candidates per province.
Yeah, so
thank
there's six candidates on the ballot per province, and the candidates are currently in the process of being selected. I have been already selected, as has the current reigning council member, and I believe 2 others, but the last 2 spots are still in the process of being sorted out. That usually kind of goes for a year before an election. It's more of a slow, drawn-out process, one that most people aren't as involved.
Damn
in.
it! I'm too late to set up my name in there. God damn it.
Adventurers are prohibited.
Ah, damn it.
Although
contract.
a lot of in the past there have been adventurers who have left the guild to run for seats.
Okay.
That has happened before, but you would have to sever ties with the guild. The guild is completely neutral, and that is one of the mission statements of the guild. So, and then it's a 12-week process of campaigning throughout the province. And then on election day, everyone gathers from around the nation to their local polling booth, puts in their votes, and then there's a bunch of more boring things that worked out to see who wins. And then 6 new, or maybe not new, but the 6 council members are announced the following day.
Do we get to vote? Or did we remove that right as well?
No. You can vote. You can vote.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought
No,
we
we
still get to vote.
neutral would have to vote.
Yeah. It would be worth knowing. I mean, obviously, you would have to be a citizen of the nation itself. So, if any of you are from, for example, Mila, I believe you're from the Silver Forest originally.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if you would actually be able to vote. Same goes for any of you. She looks at Dusty. It's like, if you're from Kubla, the surrounding areas.
I'm from.
Yep.
What's it called?
Midrealm?
Terra Majest, which is
Terra
a
Majest.
Yeah. Oh right. Yeah, that's not too surprising either. So yeah, you would have a vote, and basically anyone who's got a citizenship would be able to vote.
Are there
Fuck.
ID cards in this society?
Oh,
No, there's not. It works more that it works off census. So every, I think, 10 years is what I wrote. They do a census of the whole nation, and then anybody whose name's on the census you can't really. There's not so much proof of identity, and there is, especially with illusion magic, it is possible to do a fraudulent vote, but across an entire nation of several million people, it does kind of work its way, average itself out. You can never fully eliminate voter fraud. I mean, they wouldn't have been able to do that in Rome either. You know, they still had elections.
Exactly.
Yeah. For the most part, it works. Like, there's maybe 1% fraudulent votes, but that's not typically enough to swing an election, unless it's extremely close and there's a massive concerted, focused effort to do so.
Anyway,
fixing is the much more of a prevalent issue than voter fraud.
Yeah. Because I feel like if something like that were planned to happen, that you have much bigger issues. Than
you guys would most likely be each posted to a ballot box to oversee it, to watch for fixing. Yeah, I imagine they would they would break you up for that part because there's a lot of polling stations to cover.
That sounds boring as shit. I hope I never have to do it.
Like I say, it would be paid. I'm sure it would be paid. Okay, so yeah, I mean, how much do you know about the state of the country's politics in a minute? Do you kind of keep up with that stuff? I'm kind of curious now.
Would Miliana... I'm sorry to keep asking this, but...
no, I feel like the only person who is naturally inclined to kind of keep up with political stuff is you.
Yeah.
You would know basically everything I'm going to bring up now.
Okay.
There's a lot of the big picture stuff.
Okay.
But it does make sense that the rest of you guys are not paying attention.
I am
paying attention.
Asmodean
assumes he can make his money no matter what the government's doing.
Asmodean is still thinking about the gun.
Okay, so the topic that's really going to be dominating this entire election cycle is the fall of the Freeway Alliance, or the weakening of it. So, I assume you guys are aware of the political collapse that's happened recently in Thrice. Yeah, that's kind of weakened the balance of power significantly in a way that Kubla is looking... there's been a lot of reports coming out of Kubla that they're consolidating their military pressure. And as the only major nation that does not have a border with the Rage Lands, they have historically been the one to apply military might in the past.
If I may ask, what is the state of Thrice right now since the...
Well, they're in a... they're in kind of a preliminary... the monarchy's fallen. That's the short of it. The monarchy that's held there for centuries and centuries has fallen from power. They are currently in an interim government with the head of the military leading. There's a lot of calls...
Who's the head of the military there?
That's a very good question. She kind of calls for one of her aides. It's like, what's his name again? Was it...
I can hear Jared going through notes.
I'm writing.
I haven't said it. I'm trying to come up with a name that's fitting of someone who is that important, who will probably come up again.
What? Just wondering, what happened to all the not in character, just out of character? What happened to all the
executioners?
Yeah, the executioners.
All the executioners were literally fucking killed as part of Mytassian's coup. Yeah, that was other than Jockin, who was the only other one to escape. Yeah, Mytassian and Jockin managed to untether themselves. The rest of them had to be killed because
we saw
all 8 of them had to be severed for the king to be venerable.
Yeah, okay. Because I can't remember her name. Because I had to dip before you guys actually fought her. The one with the big golden armor, the one in the huge golden armor. What was her name?
Mordet, I want to say.
Mordet, that's the one. Yeah. Marga got killed by the guy with those heat-seeking missiles.
No.
She.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
The dragon got blown up from the inside.
Yeah. Mytassian had been feeding the dragon basically fantasy C4 for a month.
You mean dragon powder?
What?
Yeah,
this
crystallized explosives, like just like crushed down into the dragon's food to the part where, like, to the point where the dragon had a massive fucking bomb in its stomach. She gave the remote detonator to one of her minions. Once they got in range, she fucking pulled the switch on it, and the dragon literally exploded.
And the party killed Mordet and the barbarian fella.
Yeah, I mean, it all kind of, and the king was one himself.
Mark.
The king's
Runemark,
physical
that's his name.
oh,
The frost giant. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, so was the king Acht, or was Acht?
Act was the name of the eighth, the mysterious eighth executioner, which was the, like the spider god or whatever it was.
Yeah,
That was
so
his
that was-
actual physical form, which he no longer needed because he was possessing the royal family. He just turned it into one of his executioners. So he had a backup body, basically, he could fall back to in case he needed to fight, which is what he did during the fight with Mytasian.
Yeah.
Sorry, Catty, that's kind of catch up a little bit.
I'm basically kind of like blanking out half of that because I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Listen,
no,
It's not vital to
it's
know, I
fine.
would say.
Well,
Yeah.
Gavin doesn't know anyway, so
But it's
right?
fucking
Yeah.
fascinating for the rest of us. That's really cool, that book.
Yeah.
The military leader.
Jeff.
My name is Jeff. Oh god.
Yeah, okay. His okay, that's right. I thought that the mayor's saying to her aides, it's like, I couldn't remember if it was that or if it was his name's Striker War Team.
Damn!
So Jeff.
What's his name, sorry?
Putting it in general.
Striker War Team.
Oh, damn!
No, his name is Jeff. Jeff.
No, that's way cooler than Jeff.
No, it's Jeff. It's fine.
To be fair, having no name is cooler than being called Jeff, but that's
No,
still
I'm
pretty
changing it.
fucking
I'm
cool.
changing it because I have a something very similar to Striker. I'm changing it to
Jeff.
No, you do, don't you?
Jeff is a pretty solid.
Yeah, just Jeff. It's Jeff.
Strider.
Strider.
Is that a Metal Gear Solid thing I'm thinking of there?
No, Strider's from Lord of the Rings.
yeah.
Yeah. Aragorn.
You're thinking of Raiden.
Raiden.
Yeah, you're
sorry,
definitely
yeah.
a Metal Gear voice.
Totally got that mixed up there. Raiden.
Metal Gear.
A weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Shadowhawk.
Wait,
Shadow
so
Moses.
Laugh
The president.
and grow fat.
Strider War Team.
C4. That's my favorite fucking
C4.
Metal Gear meme is Snake repeating everything that's said to him with a question mark. Metal Gear.
I did love that part myself.
I cannot believe Dave is
Raiden.
playing League of Legends right now instead of playing fucking D&D.
What the He's pretty
What
fucking
the-
forgotten.
What? I thought for a minute I thought you said.
He's been in game for almost 28 minutes. He's playing ranked.
He did say he was going out, so he could be drunk and just in the mood for D&D. Sorry, for League of Legends.
I don't care.
Wait, who has him in League?
No, if you click on it, it tells you now in Discord. He's been in the rank game for
no.
28 minutes as Diana.
I'm just gonna shoot the bathroom real quick. Sorry.
Yeah, should we take our break?
Yeah, sure. I need to go to the bathroom.
I need to tell. I think I have like 30 more minutes, but just saying.
This does seem like a later break than usual, though.
Yeah, no, I need my beauty sleep. I need my beauty sleep. My beauty sleep.
Everyone but me is in Europe, eh? Like, I think I'm the only one who actually plays at like a relatively normal time.
So sorry. Where do you live?
I'm in Canada,
Ah.
so
Yeah. No. For me, it's 1 hour later than the other people. So
So you're 7, or is it 10:30?
it's 10:30 now. Yeah. I go
Yeah.
to bed around 11.
Yeah.
Because I wake up at around 6 in the morning. So.
I do shift work, so my schedule's just all over the place.
What kind of work do you do?
I work at a potato factory. If you've ever bought McCain's French fries, I might have produced them.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, it's super fucking awesome. But yeah, I do 12-hour shifts. They're 7:30 to
Whew.
7:30, and they go between days and nights. So
Okay. 12-hour shifts. Damn. Like, do you have like then like a 12-hour shift and a day off, then a 12-hour shift, or what's like the system?
Like right now, I'm kind of like my shitty one fucking stretch where this is like my long weekend off, which is nice. But like I'll work Saturday, Sunday, Monday day shifts.
Yeah.
I'll get Tuesday off, and then I work Wednesday, Thursday night shifts.
Okay, down.
Yeah, that sucks. And then I go back to work on Tuesday, Wednesday days. I get Thursday off, and then I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights. And that's like my longer stretch.
Yeah, but that's like in the Netherlands. There's like a lot of like rules.
Against not
like,
working so. Yeah.
Yeah, like
you
can't
even do 12-hour shifts in the Netherlands, can you?
You can, but there's like if you do a 12-hour shift, you have to have like a day off afterwards, stuff like that. There's like really big rules, like
and you get paid like overtime and shit. No.
Yeah, no, there's like there's a lot of rules about the normal like you can do more than 8 hours. The normal work hours is 8, and you can do more, but there are limits. Like if you go for 12-hour shifts, that's fine, but then there is a rule that after a 12-hour shift you need a day off, stuff like that. And there's like this is the same with nighttime work. If you have a nighttime work, you can only work for 1 week, and then you have to have an off week or something like that, or stuff like that. There's a lot of rules around, but yeah, it's good to control those because otherwise, like, if people that have to work like only nighttime, they never get to live in the day, you know. Like,
I would honestly rather do straight night shifts than do what I do right now.
I'll be back.
Like my schedule rotates like twice a week, and it's like fucking literally 180 in your schedule.
I can understand that. Like,
I actually think that's a breach of your human rights. I don't think that should be legal.
It feels like that is the only reason why once I pay off this mortgage, I'm gonna be looking for another job. I like my job. Like, I actually don't mind it at all. The hours, I literally feel like I'm dying because I probably am.
Can you not like pull some strings there to
request
get a standard shift, like for like maybe not for like lower pay or something, but just be like almost like I don't need a promotion, just please for the love of God.
They have 4 shifts that cover a 24/7 schedule, right? And that's
I don't understand that.
And no, here's the bullshit. They recently did a poll saying, "Hey, would you like to do 2 weeks of day shifts and then 2 weeks of night shifts, like the other potato plant does in the city?" That sounds like heaven to me compared to my current schedule.
Yeah, and that sounds like way
70%
better.
70% of the fucking employees said, "No, I'm used to this schedule. I don't want it to change." And it's like, are you fucking
what the fuck? Yeah.
Like,
wow.
How do you enjoy this? And like, I asked the one dude, he's like 2 years off of retiring. He shouldn't have been allowed to fucking vote. And he's like, "No, I couldn't deal with days for 2 weeks straight. I'd get angry at the managers." It's like, fuck you, dude. Like, that's such a stupid goddamn reason. But like,
those places that work 24 hours, like the place I work is 24-hour care. There's day shifts and night shifts.
Yeah. But that's people do bring this up, but they won't change it because people overwhelmingly vote not to. Because a lot of the people who've worked there a long time have worked there like 20 years. They're used to the schedule and they don't want us to change. It's bullshit.
You should at the very least be on like danger paid or something, like some kind of compensation for the fact that
I get time and a half on Sundays. That's it.
That's not
that's
it.
normal.
You should be on like time and a half all the time.
My old schedule was way worse, and the thing with the old schedule was the only day we didn't work was Sundays, so I didn't even get that, but I had to do 4 12-hour shifts on, 1 day off, and then 3 night shifts on. That was hell. I hated that so much. I called in at least once every rotation, because I just didn't want to do that much fucking in a row. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Because that was also when I was doing like my physical labor job, so I was just sore all the time. I couldn't sleep, my knees hurt.
Oh yeah, was that when you were on the vibrating floor and you're fucking
Vibrating floor?
It was like in the factory. There's like an engine.
The boxes of fries, they go up on the table deck and they go across this big shaky thing to make it settle, so that the box can actually close.
Oh, sorry,
so the box will close, right? So it actually shakes it, and the entire fucking deck is like separate from the rest of the plant, and the whole thing is shaking.
And your knees are still in one place? Well, in the actual place that they should be.
Well, I got off there as soon as I could. But like, 2 people who work up there that I've known who've worked up there for a long time, they've both gone for knee surgery in the last year.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh,
like, it's definitely not good.
Like, no. Please tell me the company has forked out some of the medical bills for that.
No. We
You
do
have medical-
coverage. Like we have medical, but like no, they
That's
didn't get
Canada.
it.
You're in Canada. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I should say, like, obviously it's Canada, not the United States, so it's probably a little bit better.
I cannot fucking imagine being American. It sounds the worst.
Yeah, it really does.
Mhm.
Really does.
I do have to say, one country I really would love to see is Canada. It's like, yeah.
I've been. It's lovely. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, just to say it out loud, by the way, I am sorry for being a little bit too chatty earlier on, by the way, guys. I didn't mean to
No,
I didn't mean to disrupt
David,
anyone.
I feel like you got to a point. That's the thing. It wasn't a case of like I was angry at you. It was a case of like we're not covering enough ground here. Like we picked around for 40 minutes to start the session, and like I feel like you just needed a yank on the collar more than anything else.
How
Yeah.
dare you treat me?
No one was mad at you. It's just like, David, shut up. You're good.
Right. Okay.
Everyone.
So getting back to the discussion with the mayor. So yeah, now so Fries has a interim leader who's the head of the military, general war team. I don't know where that country's going, to be perfectly honest. It could be that they reintroduce the monarchy. I can't see that happening. That seems to be really unpopular. There's a calls for there's a faction, I believe, that wants to merge the nation into Haven and move the capital of the nation to Haven itself. Which, considering Haven's struggle, like that's the thing. Haven now is fully independent. Like, I mean, Fry still contests it, but they don't have anywhere near the military power to enforce it anymore. So, and Midrealm has recognized them as an independent nation fully now.
Nice.
I think Midrealm are actually hoping that placing more of their bets in Haven, rising up to fill the void than Thrice, because they seem to be having a lot of problem with frost giants again. Now the executioners are gone. Those executioners were a military force in and of themselves. Any one of those guys could be sent to a village to subjugate the population.
So I hear.
Yeah. So that whole situation in Fries is really thrown out the Freeway Alliance that's kind of held the last 800 years of peace as we've known it. So basically the way it works is there is a mutual agreement between all three of the major nations, Fries, Kubla, and Midrealm, that if any of them were to start being militarily aggressive, the other two would form an alliance immediately. And in the past,
put the foot down and say fucking stop it kind of situation.
Basically, yeah. There have been several occasions in the last couple of hundred years where both Fries and Kubla were starting to push the limits of it a bit, and Midrealm has always been the one in the middle to pull the other one in and say, right, get back in your place. Without Fries to count on, it now looks like it's just equal contest between Midrealm and Kubla, and that has always gone in Kubla's favor.
Ooh.
Because so much of Midrealm's military power has to be located at the border to the Ragelands, it's always been a tax on this nation, even though we have a much bigger population and a much bigger military.
No!
Pulling forces away from the Ragelands would devastate civilian population.
My check Midrealm D&D, and you understand why I just shouted no.
Oh, okay. That's actually what Asmo was doing, was stacking like dice on his flow.
I like that you topped it. I like that you topped it with a D10. That's quite impressive. I like that.
So yeah, there's also a lot of sentiment currently going around in Westvale, which is where we are, if you're not paying attention. It has been a topic of discussion in this province for a long time that there's a large population of the province that thinks that we would be better off as an independent state, which is allied with Kubla. or a vassal state of Kubla. And that has been a cause of major political tension for centuries here. That faction is being, we believe, directly funded by Kubla right now to increase them, and there's a lot of tensions at the minute between our two nations, and we are currently, as we are right now, in the middle of it. If war was to break out, it would be most likely over Westphal.
How much influence could you have if you're not a surface city, if that makes sense?
Well, we in Underport are very insulated from a lot of this politics, which suits all of us quite well. We have always considered ourselves in this town to be independent, like a city-state almost. Well, that's the thing. We act like it. Technically speaking, from a legal standpoint, we're not. But we do try and get away with as much as we can. I feel like that's that's my mission statement, and I think that's why the people of this city elected me, is they know that I'm going to stick up to the capital. I don't personally know what that means for us if war does break out between the two nations. It seems so far away as a possibility at this point.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Like, what?
I'm assuming Mila didn't actually just crack open a cold one and pour a drink.
Oh yeah, like she just pulled out a bottle of wine from her purse.
What are you drinking, David?
I'm actually drinking. It's just as a quick aside. It's so do you remember I told you about that really heavy discount shop that Brooke will know what I'm talking about, and Jared might do as well. Aldi.
Oh yeah.
Aldi. They do a cider that tastes pretty much exactly the same as Strongbow, but it's like $1.96 for 4 cans of it. Tastes exactly the same.
Nice.
It's fantastic. Would recommend. That's what I was going to ask. Like, how close are we to a possible war between the two? What kind of tensions do
Closer than we've been in centuries. That doesn't necessarily mean we're close to war.
Of course, but what disputes do these two empires have?
It's about power and land, really. Kubla wants to expand, and they always have done.
Posturing.
A bit more than posturing. Kubla's a very wealthy nation. There's a lot of sense of pride and superiority from their people. And they've always kind of seen, if you open a map and you look at Westphal, they've always kind of felt that should have been their chunk of land. It was originally, I believe, a very highly contested point at the founding of Midrealm itself. And it has been ever since. So it's just an age-old dispute, really. And now the balance of power has shifted so much. War kind of feels like, as impossible as it does as we're used to it. I guess it could be more possible now than it's ever been before. But I will do what I can to prevent it. Even though my alliances are to the city itself more than the nation.
Of course.
It could be possible that we could be a completely and truly independent nation. That is something that I would be open to if the terms were right. I worry too much about how much influence Kubla is having over our politics.
I feel like it would only get worse if you were independent.
Could be. Yeah, could be.
So where are we staying tonight?
Yeah. You guys are staying at a hotel called the Fifth Season.
Do I know it?
Yeah, you do know it. I don't think you've been there before. It's pretty nice.
Oh, it's actually a fancy one. Nice. Okay.
Hey, David, do you get it?
The Four Seasons.
Yeah. I'm actually reading a book right now called The Fifth Season.
By the way, David, when are you getting the last Lightbringer book? I haven't started it yet.
Oh, you go ahead and read. It's going to be at least next month before I actually get it.
Well, if you think you're going to get it within a month, I'll wait.
Wait.
No. Please don't
David,
wait for
if
me.
I start reading it, I'm gonna be sitting here like, I need to fucking talk to someone about this, and I won't be able to.
I mean, you can just DM me and just
what
read.
series?
Yeah, what series is that?
Yeah, what
Lightbringer
series?
series?
The Lightbringer series.
Lightbringer, yeah. I'll get a link.
It's very good. It has one of my
Sounds,
favorite kind of fictional magic systems that I've ever read in a book. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's
based
got a
on
hard
color.
magic system in it, and it's pretty fucking cool.
It's very
Color.
interesting.
It sounds weeb as shit.
It's not.
It's not.
Like,
I don't think it's weeb.
Sorry, I mean Chuny.
Mm.
I don't know about that, honestly. I don't know. It doesn't. Like, the Dark Angel, or not the Night Angel one is his other series that I really like. That one's chuny as shit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it
that one's
definitely
very
is. Like,
cheap.
do you know what?
Yeah.
It's still a really, really good read. But
No, that honestly, that is like, I love that series so fucking much. It's not even.
Same.
wait, I don't understand. Like, how does this work? Book 1, book 2, book 2.5, book 3, book 4, book 5, book 3,
2.5?
part 1 of 2, book
No, when
3,
it's
3 part of 2 of 4.
initially supposed to be a fucking trilogy, and this asshole just kept
yeah,
writing.
it was supposed to be a trilogy. He's like, 2 more books, that'll cover everything.
Well, why is there a book 3 that has part 1 of 2, then it has book 3, part 2 of 2,
Because
and then it's
I'm not
Because
sure what that
originally-
is. It is just 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Because
but it was
originally
supposed to be a
book
trilogy.
3 was supposed to be split in 2 parts, but then he decided that the second part of book 3 would be the 4th book in the series, and then he was going to write a 5th one on top of that. If I've got that right.
Yeah, because Oopsie wasn't done yet.
Yep.
but why is there like a book 4 and then there's book 4 part 1 and part 2?
I don't know. I have never seen it like actually.
I will clarify this after the session if I can. I'll do a Google.
Like I'm
I've been reading them since the 2nd or 3rd one, so I don't know what that is.
like I just linked it and it's like, what? How does this work?
Okay.
In fact, that link that Brooke posted, much better than the one I did.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys get yourself checked into a hotel and feel free to have a good night on the town. I don't know how straight-laced your interests are, but I'm sure you can get up to plenty of trouble if you're so inclined. Just remember to be, whatever you get up to, make sure you're back here for 5 p.m. tomorrow. Should be plenty of time to recover.
Thank you for booking our reservations.
No problem. Now, I am almost done for the day myself, so if you'll excuse me, I'm going to get back to work.
Have a nice
See you on
evening.
the turn.
Evening.
And
What
she
time is?
leaves.
Yeah,
It's about 10:30 now.
oh, okay. So all the shops are closed.
No,
What?
Just saying.
this city does not sleep.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
it's dark.
And it's like, actually, as you leave, it is light outside. It is like the closest you've ever seen to an artificially illuminated city.
Oh, gotcha.
Gavin, you mentioned payments earlier on. I'm happy to compensate you for this evening's work, and obviously you'll be paid by the city tomorrow as well, so... Again, what are your going rates? I'm happy to compensate.
I'm.
I guess
Good.
you don't really have a hand in.
Why would you pay me?
Well,
Because we're
you're
here
here
for a friend.
because of me, and because of this group, and you came through a jungle, went through a jungle with me, just something that I wanted, so I'm happy to compensate you being here right now. Because there is no game to hunt here, I assume.
Didn't she
Babe,
get
I'm here
pelts
because
from?
I want to be here. You let me tag along.
Oh.
Good enough.
Well, the offer's there if you need it.
I don't think you're gonna give me what I want from you.
And at that point, I just turn around and start walking towards the hotel.
Oh my god.
How much for that pussy?
That was like literally like half actually truthful and half just I don't like that she's being nice to me and I want her to go. Like,
You got one of the things you wanted then.
I'm gonna insight. I want to see if I. No, not really. 13.
Brooke,
Yes.
I wanna talk with Flynn and see if he wants to join me into trying to figure out because these guns are not illegal in this town, right?
That
And
can
they're
probably
spread-
wait until next session. When
Yeah,
they-
no, I just
I don't
wanted.
think you're gonna get. I don't think you're gonna get to like tomorrow's mission. So you will have
No.
time. Yeah.
So I just wanted to say like I wanted.
Yeah,
to
that's
go
fine.
look
I'll
around
keep
to-
that.
yeah,
I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in
Yeah.
mind for next session.
to
Yeah.
see if we can find a seller of those guns.
Hmm.
I want to. Here's the thing, guys. I am already thinking
Are we
of
gonna
like,
start another
I'm
side
gonna say-
quest?
for me. Like I want
Tonight?
to do a new factory. I'm
Can we
thinking
learn
of a
how
new
to fucking
factory.
make these
Oh
I am
my
thinking.
God.
I'm thinking of a new factory in Middleton. New
We
factory.
can supply the military. We'll be so powerful.
Yes, we are.
Midrealm would love you.
Yes, I am thinking. This is the. I
Fuck up
was.
Kubla.
I was like these guns. I want to get factories. I have my clothing factory. Next
my
is up
God.
is gun factory.
As Merlin put it,
Were you expecting this one? Are you ready?
Surely.
You know that whole like inter-country tension you just set up.
You have factories as well. You could easily
Yes.
retrofit those factories to make.
Bro,
Exactly.
stop encouraging them.
What?
Stop encouraging them, bro.
Be like, all right, we're not making clothes anymore. We're teaching you how to make guns and ammo.
All the old ladies on the line, it's like, right, okie dokie.
I'm
That's,
switching it up.
50
Our adventure line.
AK-47s coming
Our,
right.
our adventure line AKs. Our adventure line.
You can absolutely
Tommy
adventure
guns.
with an AK.
We're changing our brand. We're changing our company's name, by the way. Adventureline doesn't really fit our new direction. We're going to be known as Glock now.
I don't think we would ever be limited in money ever again.
No.
You can just
Well,
sell them.
That's
Our
insane.
clothes are making a good amount of chunk change for us. All our potions were funded by our clothing line. So hey.
So,
Jesus.
so I would say you mentioned this to Flynn. It's like, oh yeah, let's try and find a gun buyer, and he's like, oh, that sounds really good, Asmodean. We're definitely going to do that. I'm going to a brothel though first.
I agree with that 100%.
My dick is basically turned black at this point. It's been so long since.
Wait.
All right, Flynn, I
Wait,
know a place. Let's go,
wait.
buddy.
I just need to ask you one. Does it still work? Because you were crippled, right?
Yeah, no, it still works.
Okay. Yeah.
You cast levitate on it.
Telekinesis, it does.
Why would you cast levitate? Could he not just get hard?
I've heard the term tear that pussy up, but with telekinesis, like that's a thing that could definitely happen.
I've read a fucking dojin about that.
What, if she like sucked deeper, do you telekinesis yourself and thrust so hard you break her pelvis?
No.
Break your own
so
fucking
in the
pelvis if you
dojin-
do that.
In the dojin, he invents a fucking sex technique where he lifts her up and drops her rapid fire on his dick.
Okay, I kind of get that. Okay, that's still.
They're literally-
That is
Do you want-
fantastic.
Do you want to? I can link it. I think I remember.
I think I'll take a look at it.
Stone skin, yeah. Nice.
I'm gonna see if I can find this.
Stop skin.
Oh god.
That's what they told me.
Anyways.
Right. So who's doing what? So you guys, I'm gonna say you guys are walking through the red light district on the way to your hotel. There
Yeah,
are
like, I
sex
feel like
shops,
Gavin would
drug
know
shops,
his way around. So.
horse shops, weapon shops,
Yes.
food
Weapon
shops.
shop. Every weapon shop I'm entering.
Because
Gavin is
I'm the most
Gavin is
boring.
showing Flynn and anyone else interested a good time.
I'm going straight for the hotel.
No one's gonna stop by the drug shop first.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know what the good time is, but Gavin is showing anybody because I
Gavin?
assume he knows this area very well.
Probably.
Yeah,
I want to
Dusty?
feel.
you want to what?
I want to feel different. I want to feel faster.
All right, buddy. You got like Gavin on one side and Flynn on the other. Like, all right, let's go, buddy, let's go.
I wanna
Like
get
the three of you together look like a Wi-Fi signal.
Brooke.
Yes.
When these guys walk away, I try to find a area that's not like where's not any people, try to find a hiding area, and then I will change seeming on myself.
Okay, and into what?
Kind of like one of the guys that we fought.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, you're turning yourself into like a thug kind of look.
Yeah, kind of a thug person, and then just
Okay.
yeah, and that's how I'm going to look around the weapon shops and stuff. So like, I just want to.
When I say weapon shops, they're not. It's kind of like, you know, those shops that's all over fucking Europe. Every tourist place in Europe has one of these shops where they sell a bunch of crazy-looking knives.
Oh yeah.
That's
plenty
what
of
I'm
them.
talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, I look
crazy-looking, super fucking like. This is the place that Flynn would be like, "Oh, whoa! Look at these wicked, sick knives, man! Oh, they look so cool."
I
It's
will
got, like,
buy your
three-
entire
it's got-
stock.
Yeah, and there's some like really flamboyant looking like pistols and stuff,
Yeah.
but there's no firearms like the ones you guys encountered earlier. There's not.
It's just like something you put on your desk to look cool.
Well,
Kinda. It's for like wall ornaments and yeah, kind of stuff like that.
maybe if I see anyone, like I'll just walk around looking through the shops. I have no idea. I have no plan. Asmodean is not a person that has any had any contact with. Like exactly, he will get scammed. He's gonna get scammed because Asmodean is a person that does not know anything about the underworld, does not know anything about bad, like the dark side of the. He is, in a sense, yeah, but he's smart, so he might find a way that. So he's just gonna try and look for people, and if he can see anyone with a gun, maybe follow them slowly, and eventually maybe talk to them. Yeah, I don't know. Asmodean is not a social butterfly, so yeah.
Follow a person who might sell guns very slowly. Yeah, that sounds. That is the
Well,
play.
Asmodean is trying to find a new business opportunity.
Ever the entrepreneur.
Yes, exactly.
A goblin comes up to you.
Oh,
And he's like, hey, buddy, you look like you're looking for something.
You have a keen eye.
Hey, I got two of them. I got two of them, buddy. What are you looking for?
I'm
Hey, come into this dark alley with me. Come on.
Oh god.
We'll have a little bit more privacy, yeah?
If what's it called again? Like
Are you okay,
check
there, buddy? You look like you're hyperventilating.
I want to do a perception check on this guy. Does he
check.
look? Inside check. Yeah, both
Roll your
zero,
dice.
both zero. So that's all good. I want to check if I trust this guy. So
Roll your dice.
4.
You are out of your depth. You don't know what you're doing. Oh god, is this guy gonna kill me? Is this guy gonna sell me drugs?
No. So I'm just. Do I have a feeling that this guy knows what I'm looking for? That's kind of what I'm looking for in an insight check, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you maybe.
Maybe. Okay, I follow him. I follow him into the alley.
Right, come on, tell me what you're looking for. I got all kinds of shit.
Well, I'm guessing I took one of the bullets with me from the scene, so I'll show him. I'm looking for where this goes into.
Oh yeah, I know all about this.
Okay.
But it ain't gonna be cheap, fella.
Well, lead the way.
Oh no. You need to pay up front. Cause I gotta take you for this stuff. This is not cheap. I'm gonna have to take you back to my boss. I can't do that. You gotta pay up front. That's 200 gold.
Sorry. It's too much for me. Don't have that much on me.
Okay, do you wanna buy some crack?
No, thank you.
You want to buy some? You want to buy some penis enlargement pills?
Yeah, how about some scatter? You wanna buy some scatter? I got some grata. I
have
slut.
no idea what this means.
You want some
I'm
slut?
just looking for the thing
Hey,
where this goes in. I point at the bullet. I'm just pointing at the bullet. I'm saying I need the thing where this goes into.
He opens up his He opens up his trench coat and he's got like loads of like little baggies on the inside of his trench coat. He's also wearing like a really tight underwear and nothing else.
I turn around and walk away.
Look, would you
Hey,
describe
come back!
would you describe that underwear as looking more like a cod piece more than anything else?
This guy's definitely a whore.
I'm
This is a prostitute goblin who's trying to sell him
Brooke,
drugs.
like you almost made me go and thought like when you said open the code, I was almost thinking Thunderwave. Just push him away. Yeah.
What is going on?
Hey, that's my dick!
But I just like no, let's not make enemies right away. Just
Okay,
turn around and walk
Gavin.
away.
Gavin, are you going to a drug shop first?
Yeah, we'll go to the drug shop, taking Dusty, gonna show him a good night. I assume Flynn already knows his
Okay, so you go into a dispensary, as they're called, and
I'm looking for the drugs that make sex even better.
those exist. I wrote that down. Okay.
I am taking Dusty out.
Okay, so the shop is very well presented. There are rows and rows and rows of jars on the walls with all kinds of crazy shit in them. All kinds of powders and crystals and stuff. There's mortal and pestles all over the desk. There's rolled up joints and spliffs and cigarette-looking things in boxes, just kind of out on the counter. There's all kinds of paraphernalia, like from hookah pipes to like what you'd recognize more of a bong. All kinds of shit in here. This is a drug shop, like top to bottom.
You're sick.
Yeah.
We're gonna get fucking copyright right.
There
I'll find some
behind
smooth
the
jars.
counter is a drow, a bald-headed, looks female but highly tattooed, bald-headed drow, and a really skinny white dragonborn behind the counter. It's like really.
Don't
lanky.
forget your protection.
Looks more
Alright,
like a
Dusty.
lizard man than a.
Do you trust me, and do you want a good night?
No and yes.
I don't entirely trust you, but I want to.
Yeah.
Take me.
The dragonborn.
Oh.
Ooh. The
my.
dragonborn is the one who kind of catches
Because
you
of
guys'
this stuff.
eyes and kind of comes over and he's like holding his like hands like a merchant would like rubbing the top one to the bottom. It's like
The
good
sneaky
evening.
Two-Face.
Oh god, no! Oh, why do you have to say that? But yes, that is the hand. Why'd you have to say that? That makes me feel racist. I wasn't even doing anything.
No, I'm the one who's racist. I'm the one who said it.
That's fair.
We don't have a lot of
So-
viewers on this stream, right?
2 people's being
Right
right.
on.
Okay.
Ready?
2.
Oh shit.
One is me. Oh, I know. I'm not.
Right. He comes over and he says, "Hello, good sirs. How may I be of service? What are you in the market for today?"
Do I know what the drug is that I'm looking for? Whatever. Crazy.
Oh, you're looking the sex drug that I literally in my notes have written super sex drug.
Is that a name?
Yeah, that's Lucium.
Lyceum? Okay, is there like the local like brothel name?
Wait, no, it's not like Albert Penis or something like that.
I put that in memes. Well, I guess it's a meme. Let me put in Midrealm. Lucium.
Yeah. Because me and the boys are looking to get some Lucium, and then we're gonna head up whatever the brothel name is.
Very well. I can certainly.
Brooke, I have
just
to
one
pause
night's
here.
work.
I do have to pause here. Cassie, you have a list of things, if I'm not mistaken, from when we were making stuff for my campaign. Find one of the brothel names,
Yeah.
and
Oh shit.
if Brooke will allow it, that should be the name of the brothel.
Well, what is it? What is it?
I have a. Did you?
I'm
you
all
guys make
for
a list?
continuity.
We got some good ones.
Let me just open up one note real quick. Hang on, I'm sure I'm gonna find some.
We had like a dozen at least.
These are less like seedy village brothels and more like high-end kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I've got names
kinda
for all
fancy.
occasions. Cassie, I'm going to DM you the names. You pick a name.
Okay, hold on. I'll try to pick most of them were seedy sounding.
Yeah,
More
so
classic
They're
sounding.
supposed to be suggestive, but not like grotty sounding.
yeah,
The
like
honey parlor.
yeah, like
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
like the nasty
honey-
oyster isn't
That
really
is the
appropriate,
only one that is not disgusting sounding. Can I read them off real quick?
yeah. Please do.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
Please do.
Yeah, okay,
Sorry.
but yeah, no, the honey parlor is the only. The vanilla devil is okay.
Yeah, it's not- yeah.
Okay,
It's all
Brooke, are you ready
downhill
for
from
these
here.
other ones? Yeah. We've got the nasty oysters, the awful beaver, the gorgeous glory hole inn, the pink eats, the salty shack, the dirty dogs, and the thirsty dogs.
I like the salty shack. How tough are you?
Yeah,
I
the
feel
honey
that-
parlor is nice.
We had a
the
honey
pink.
parlor.
We had a
Pink
wonderful
Eats isn't
afternoon
that
on
bad.
that random name generator.
Keats is pretty bad.
Come on, it's
Are
not
you
that
both-
bad.
Are you both in the market for a single night supply of Lucium, or
Because
can I...
there's three of us, right?
I'm just looking for something to make me think faster. That's it.
think fast?
Don't listen to him. He wants the Lucium. Trust me.
I'm not sure what we might have for thinking faster. Well, Scatter has been known to increase reaction times.
Or looser. Not think quite so much, so hard.
Not think quite so much so hard. We have many things for that. The most, I take it you're not so familiar in the ways of narcotics and medications and so on.
Not so much.
Okay, in that case, I would recommend that you start with a simple, small dose of slop. That should take the edge off things.
Slop.
Yeah, it's a very mass market product that is often used out in most people's daily lives. In this town, it is almost the equivalent of alcohol in others. It's something you smoke it as like a cigarette.
Spice.
Weed. There are things that are a bit more adventurous, though. For example, Cloud is a drug. That's a top shelf thing. It's the most expensive thing we offer, but the experience is unlike anything you have ever been through before. I can guarantee you that. It
I'll
makes
take
your
it.
body ethereal for up to about 6 hours, while you
Damn.
experience a kaleidoscope of sensations and dreamscapes in a lucid ethereal plane of whatever you want, whatever your mind desires.
I recommend that one at least once.
Yes, I agree. Everyone should try it at least once.
This feels like something.
Just make
like
sure you're
this.
somewhere safe when you take it, because your body does fully disappear into the ethereal plane. It will come straight back to where you were when you left it. So don't take it on your horse.
I've done that before. I did that like a month ago, I think.
Oh, travel through the ethereal plane. Yes.
Yeah.
God, I wish Flynn was here.
There's
He's got a
Muse.
wingman.
I'll DM Dave, see if I can tempt him in.
Yeah. He's not playing anymore.
There's a drug called Muse, which is very commonly
He's
used
probably not feeling
by artists and creators and patrons, which is said to stimulate the creative centers in your brain.
Is there like the hyper focus drug?
Mm,
Is it
Dave?
Adderall?
Dave is on his way.
yes.
Oh,
Dave is
fuck
on his
yeah,
way.
it's just
Yeah.
in time.
The best thing I think you'd be looking for there is Scatter. It's very often used by mercenaries and is illegal in most fighting pits. It has been known to increase reaction speed.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that for tonight, but you know, you might
Probably
like that in
not.
the
No.
future.
I got that in focus. I need
Who's
the
buying
opposite.
drugs without me? That's the.
No,
You're-
Yes,
it's-
Dave!
We're in the shop.
it's
Don't
harder.
worry. Don't
Don't
worry.
you?
You're
I
actually-
bet
you're
I bet
actually
you
there.
could like literally snort focus points with this shit.
Oh my god, they fixed the zooming thing.
That's
so
what I
bad.
was saying!
Okay, I was gonna say, because like I didn't know because I'm not familiar with the thing, but Elle felt very good this time playing it.
Yeah, it's a lot nicer, right?
Anyway, we took our friend Dusty out in the town. We're getting drugs and prostitutes.
Okay.
I want something that will make me essentially think less, think slower.
Okay, but for
Should
tonight,
have just asked. I pull out one of my toads of drugs.
We're literally in a shop that sells those.
I'm
You can't
sorry,
take that out here.
my elven friend. I don't believe we have anything. I do think I understand the sensation you're looking for, and I believe there are maybe some magical spells that may be able to help you with that. The haste spell is quite common, perhaps. Is that along those lines?
Tried that an hour ago.
Right. Quite a rush. But no,
It helps.
I don't think we have something along the lines.
how do you take Lucium?
You
It's
inject it into your
suppository.
dick hole.
Are you serious?
No, I'm not. I'm kidding.
I was gonna be like, I wanted to like friendly pat Dusty on the shoulder and be like, "Yo, take this," but I'm not gonna just.
No, it's a finely ground bean paste that you rub on the inside of your gums.
Here's me thinking I'd reached bottom of the barrel when I said it's a
Dusty.
suppository, and you said, straight
it's-
through the dick hole.
It is very red. It is very red and will stain the gums after repeated use. So if anyone gives you a very red smile, you know what's up.
You know what's up?
Dusty, if you want to relax and you want to think less, I'm telling you, try this. Come with me and Flynn to the honey pot. What was it? The honey.
Yeah,
The honey
parlor.
parlor. The honey parlor.
Your friend is correct. I believe that
Thank you.
getting your dick smashed and and coming buckets is usually
I make a note.
a very effective way, a very effective method of stress relief.
Unless I'm wrong, I don't know.
And
if
when
you
you
and Mila
finish,
have
you
something
sleep
going
great.
on, but I think this would be good for
What?
you.
And for sleep, perhaps my final thing that I can offer you is a pinch of dream dust. How does that sound?
Excuse me.
That's funky.
You take dream dust just before you go to bed, and it awakens within you a lucid dream state, which has often been used by soothsayers and fortune tellers. Apparently, if one is attuned enough and one is calm enough and focused enough, they can see certain truths or predict upcoming events. It's a very cultural drug with lots of superstition around it. At the very least, the effects are quite enjoyable. A lot of people do enjoy lucid dreaming.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
I'll take some of that. Not, for
Not
the-
recommended. Not recommended for those who experience vivid nightmares.
I
Okay,
haven't-
so would you like some dream dust?
I would.
Okay. How many doses? Just a starter dose of about 6. It preserves very well. You don't have to worry about it going off. It is
A starter dose of 6.
It's a crystalline powder, so it will last basically forever. Just don't get it wet.
Okay.
6
Dusty?
doses, yes.
Dusty, if you take the Lucium and you come to the brothel with us tonight, it's on me.
I'm gonna
That's
need
a-
a couple things before that.
Yeah, you need the Lucium. That's it.
I think
I'll tell you what. I think I've got the perfect package for you guys. Halfling, is there anything in particular you would like, or is it just some sex drug for you as well?
Cheers, because I'm talking to my mum.
Get that voice clip cut.
Yes.
I am recording as we speak. That is entirely available for us.
Oh, fuck. I'm very glad this happened.
D&D is the best thing that's ever been invented.
Absolutely.
So you guys are going on about this, yeah? And I'm talking to my mum about my washing.
Do your own fucking washing.
Yeah, do your own fucking washing. You
I am
lazy
doing my
shit.
own fucking washing. She just told me that it's in
Okay, so here we go. Here's
Ready?
a jar containing 6 doses of dream dust.
Great.
Here is a dozen slop joints, which are already pre-rolled. And if you need a lighter, you can find one over on that wall. You can have those as well. I think you might enjoy those. I think that might be what you're looking for. It's not
Yeah.
exactly as you described, but I think if you're looking to meditate, perhaps, or just kind of calm down quiet some of the noise in your brain, I think this is more than suitable. I think that's maybe exactly what you're looking for. And for tonight's main event, 3 doses of Lucium.
It's on me. How much?
That's incredibly generous.
Let me have a look here between. The Dream Dust is a bit on the pricey side. Slop is quite cheap.
I'll get that.
Lucium is about in the middle. So so the Dream Dust on its own is about 50 gold, and then it would be 50 gold for the other two, for the Lucium and the Slop.
So 100 total.
Yeah, so 100 total.
No, it's on me. It's on Dusty. This is our bonding experience. Trust me. This is gonna be a great night.
I
All right.
recommend, sir, Dusty, I believe your name is. I recommend you start with one of these cigarettes tonight. I think it will
100,
help.
right?
100 gold, yes.
Okay.
Can I get some use as well?
Oh, certainly, yeah. An extra 5 gold. Just one? Just to try it?
I'll go 2.
2. Okay. That would be for 2. Well, that's we've got a special offer on at the moment. That would be 750. Buy one get one half price. On drugs.
Normally, 3.
7 gold, 5 silver.
Yes, that's correct.
Right.
Can I? What's the dude's name?
My name is
Can you tell us
irrelevant. I am a simple merchant of pleasure.
I wanna take out my 3. Was it 3 toads heads worth of drugs? I think it was 3.
Oh shit!
I can't even remember.
Yeah, I remember when I was putting your character sheet back together. There are 3 doses of that toad.
Where is it? I gotta find it.
Well, I rearranged your inventory in alphabetical order, so it shouldn't be that difficult to
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How long have you had these toad heads?
3
Ever since
drug
thrice.
toads.
I think it's since we went to
Since
thrice.
thrice.
Yeah, it was thrice.
So
yeah.
it's listed as 3 drug toads.
Drug toads.
Those have not been correctly preserved.
But it was 3 toads worth of drugs. But
Will they work?
They were 3 toads that you licked.
Oh, okay.
They've completely
shit.
dried up. They've
Okay,
completely
I want-
dried up.
So-
Funny enough, I believe
Can I
this
make,
particular
like, a
toad, if
soup
you
or
if you
something?
crush it into a powder, has certain medicinal properties. However, I believe that the hallucinogenic properties of this particular species has been lost. You did not preserve them correctly. Who sold you these?
Oh, I didn't. Some dude in a bar.
In town? Someone in town sold you these?
No, in thrice.
Oh, okay. I don't give a shit about that. That's not. I just wanted to make sure that we didn't have a shoddy dealer in town.
Was that
selling
for
the
A
red color.
healthy competition.
Well, I don't mind as long as they're providing quality product, but you know, this town has a reputation to uphold.
How much would something like this cost?
Well, I mean, the toad itself probably. I'm not sure. We usually, you don't need to sell the whole toad. You can extract the secretion and
Keep the
turn
toad
into-
alive.
and turn it into a powder. You don't need to sell the toad. You can just collect the narcotic substance from the toad and sell that. It makes no sense. It's like asking for milk and getting sold a cow. It makes no sense. And then letting the cow
Delicious.
die because you didn't use it.
I walk over to the lighter.
Okay. Oh, those are that's just 1 silver for a lighter.
Sure.
You know what?
You know what?
I am fully in the spirit of your friend here. That is on the house. I am invested in you having a very good time tonight. It's not often we get newcomers. It reminds me of what I got into this profession for in the first place. It's
Fucking
my
drug
eye.
dealer with a gourd of gold.
Gavin's gonna like lean on the counter and be like, "We're here for a few weeks. I'll try to bring them back."
I am not a drug dealer. I am a purveyor.
I'm not
of
there,
pleasurable
sure.
experiences. That was another customer who said that.
I say to Dusty, you don't need another lighter. I've got a fancy as fuck lighter here, and I pull out my lighter in brackets fancy AF.
Yep.
Ooh.
I
It is
can
a fancy
confirm
as fuck lighter.
Cheers, fun.
See, whoever sold you that was a quality purchase. As long as you didn't pay. How much do you pay for that?
I don't fucking remember.
He stole it.
Maybe it's best if we don't.
I probably did.
probably stole it. Brilliant.
Okay, well I think
Let's
our
get my kick
Yeah.
back. Come on.
Can I carry this around town, or do I have to stay inside?
No. We do ask that you don't get high and sleep on the street. Apart from that, there's no laws prohibiting recreational use in town.
Great. That won't be a problem.
Have a good time. And if you're stopping at the Honey Parlor, say hello to Belinda for me.
Oh, Belinda's my girl.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the manager of the brothel.
Isn't she that redhead?
Oh, you sleep with the manager? Oh, Mister.
She's the manager?
Well, as far as I know,
In that profession, it's a mistress.
How long have you been coming?
Years?
In that case, I might have.
That's the dream.
In that case, I think I might have spoiled her good news for her. I think it's more of a recent change.
Oh, good for her. Does that mean I'm gonna have to find a new girl?
Well, I mean, if she likes you, she might still. Her prices might have gone up. I'm not sure. She's a regular here. That's all.
Quick shout out
Can I
to
get an extra dose of,
fantasynamegenerators.com.
You want an extra dose of you want to double up?
Yeah, I want to double up.
I would usually caution against with a double dose of lithium. I would usually caution against the high pressure of semen.
Squirt in water all night.
Can cause damage to an untrained vagina. But I think Belinda should be more than capable of taking as what we call in the industry a double pounder.
Ooh.
A double dip will do ya. Brooke, if I may.
Off with you rascals. Have a good time. Come buckets.
Is this free?
No, it's not free. That's fuck. I don't even know. That's like 5
25
gold.
gold.
5 gold?
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah,
On behalf of the players,
Yeah,
take a point of inspiration for that entire fucking thing that you just brought up. That is marvelous.
That's perfect. That's the end.
And as you leave, you see the name of the shop, and underneath is their slogan: "Come buckets."
I can't believe I'm writing "come."
We're like walking to the place, and like Gavin is like, Belinda, baby, I hear you're the manager now. Belinda, baby.
Practicing his line.
Try it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, speak from the chest. You're speaking from the throat. Speak from the chest.
Belinda,
Baby.
Like
roll the R's.
put some penis into it.
See, that's what
Belinda.
we're getting along here.
Really
This
put
is
some
the
thrust
boys'
into it.
night out. This is what we need.
Hoorah! Belinda, baby. I'm a coming for you.
There's a half ogre
Hoorah!
and an orc in suits next to the entrance to the.
Those were the same races outside of my brothel in my campaign. What a lovely
Really?
coincidence. Yeah. They had like
Nice.
rolled up sleeves, looking pretty mean.
These guys are wearing full suits and they're stacked as well. Like the half ogre makes the orc look small, but the orc makes the orc's about the same size as Keo. It's like they're like wearing them suits where it's like they're so wide that they're like their
So
whole
tight.
titty meat is like
Yeah.
Are the buttons like stressed?
stretching. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stretching.
They are
You can
dying
see
to
through like
explode
in the
away.
bits between the buttons. It's like poking through the skin.
Those button pops have been known to take eyes out in front of the
I just
That's how
want to
you
say,
know that
I
this
want to
is an
use my
amazing
disguise hat.
establishment.
the half ogre's oh, all right, Gavin, seen you in a bit.
Hey, what do I know his name?
Make one up. Improv with me.
Jared.
Hey, Bardo.
Hey.
Wait, which one's Bardo?
The
The half orc or the orc? Orc is Bardo. Okay.
I brought
What's
some
the
friends.
name? I want to know the ogre.
Hey, yeah, I can see that. Nice.
just give him a nod.
It sounds pretty good in there. So I hope you guys have a good time. All right. Don't get up to any funny business now. I'll have to kill you.
You're always a jokester. I'm gonna tip him 5 gold.
And slap him on the tit as you go in.
Yeah, I'm looking to like slide it into like his breast jacket and give him a pat.
You're a good one, Gavin. Come buckets.
That's the Tyrant slogan. Dusty follows Gavin and gives him 5 gold. Pats his tit. I'm picking up the culture.
I love Dusty. He's so retarded.
Hey, you missed like 2 years.
Oh yeah, you didn't even know original Dusty. This is like Arc 2, like time skip, grown up, wiser Dusty. Original Dusty was a fucking gremlin.
Also, Brooke, what was the name?
Hey, don't call Dusty a gremlin. He was
Bardo.
a godsend.
Bardo.
Bardo?
Bard? No, the girl's name. I didn't actually write
Belinda.
Belinda.
Belinda. Yeah.
Original Dusty would be looking at the stonework right now.
This is actually
Oh, we
my
absolutely
OG
would.
Yeah.
video, so.
Yeah,
I mean,
Dusty's not even looking at Silver.
he's looking at the Orc's tits.
Guys, I do have to say at this
Yo,
point,
those are hearts.
I've just had a quick look on YouTube, and I have found a 40-minute playlist that is called Medieval Music, Hardcore Party Music. Shall I put it on?
Yeah, please!
Can you please put that
For the record, I've got no idea what this is going to sound like. I was just looking for generic, like, club music.
on? No, please.
Please,
Music's
I
so
need
far, it's
to.
good.
Wait. Let me get into the fucking.
I hope it's bad, because that'll be even better.
Oh my god.
Wait, I think
Fuck
we've
is
used
this?
this playlist for something before, David.
No, it's probably just some of the same track.
According to YouTube, I've never played this particular thing before.
Hardcore party
Well,
mix.
alright.
This is
So
bouncing
I
club
have
music.
I have definitely seen party mixes like this before that I've played during other things.
So the whole place as you go in, it's all like satin pillows and really nice fabric draped everywhere from the ceiling and on all the rooms, and giant pillows and hookah pipes all over the place. There's girls,
Pillows, really?
girls and guys of every race you can imagine dancing away. There's a couple of poles in the back of the room as well. There is a band who's playing in the back, who's playing this tune as we go.
Back tune, if I may.
There's a tiefling woman with the fattest titties you've ever seen in your life.
I've got half of that.
Leans down and says to Flynn, "Hello there, big guy."
Oh shit.
Dude,
I just look like I look up, but not all the way.
you can't see her face.
I can't see her face. No,
From your perspective, you cannot see her face.
That's amazing.
I just see underboob.
Yeah, you see underbeard
You
and
are living the life, my dude.
silk
That is
garment.
the laugh.
Dusty,
Hello.
What in this
How we
room-
doing?
I was gonna say, personally, what Gavin would do is like put his arm around Dusty and like lead him to.
Yeah,
a
Flynn's probably fine on his own.
yeah.
Are we not gonna get a table first
No,
and the
Dude, that's-
experience, and have the real experience where they?
like Gavin
Come to
wants
your
to lead
table.
Dusty to a girl and then go find Belinda.
Well, when Gavin puts his arm around Dusty just, I want a drink.
Well, then we'll get the boy a drink.
Did you smoke your joint?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're feeling pretty chill. I mean, obviously there's a lot going on here for little old Dusty, but the joint really helps. And I would imagine we probably would get on pretty well with Dusty, to be perfectly honest. I think that's a combo made in heaven.
Yeah. I feel like I'm still above like normal levels of concentration.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Was that you taking a swig from your drink then?
No, it's washed together, does that, isn't it?
Ah.
I always hear like the bottle noise in Watch Together. I don't know what
It
it
did
is.
sound like somebody took a swig from a...
No, that's
see, there we go.
definitely someone. Yeah.
That's me.
Okay.
That's Jared's whiskey.
It's my
Wait, Jared
Scots.
drinks a lot of whiskey. Wait, you're drinking that every session?
No? What?
I always wondered who was doing that bottle noise. I
No,
didn't know
no,
who it
no,
was.
no. It normally is watched together.
The bottle noise is Watch Together, yeah.
Oh.
This is me.
Oh, it sounds way worse.
No, hold on.
Because you
That was
can,
bad.
you can hear
That was too
the
squeaky.
squeak.
Jared, you gotta get it.
That's what the good.
I will kick you out of my fantasy brothel if you don't stop. Okay, let's do Flint, because Flint's flying solo here.
Yeah.
Flynn knows this game.
I know the ropes.
What are you looking for, Flint? What are you looking for? In particular,
Something
any races? Like, do you want bigger races, or do you want something more your
Something
size?
I haven't tried.
Well, what's that? You tell me.
What haven't you tried?
What's the most? What's the most unique thing in here?
Oh, the freakiest thing? The like, oh, you're brave, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, Minotaur. I like the sound of that, actually. Yeah, Minotaur.
Minotaur.
Female Minotaur. 8 foot,
Let's fucking go!
8 foot tall.
Oh my god, I'm just thinking of
Weighs
that.
400 pounds. Piercings all over.
Oh my god.
Piercings all over. Nose ring. Udders. Fucking udders. Not even tits. Udders. She's just dancing at the minute. She catches your eye. She gives you a nod.
I'll give her a nod.
How brave are you? How tough are you?
You only live a few times in D&D.
You go for it.
Of course, I give her the nod.
Yeah.
And I boogie on down over to her, doing a little bit of the running man.
Yeah. I'm so fucking proud of you. You give her the horns.
Well, she can't give me the horns. She doesn't have any. But
No,
before I want to look over and try and find.
Before snoo.
No snow. Before snoo occurs, I need to have a look at Jared. I just want to see if he can see me.
Dusty?
Dusty, yeah, I imagine Dusty
sorry.
probably.
Yeah, like, I'm leading him away. I don't know if he's looking back.
As Dave has literally been carried. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, did
Yeah.
everybody's audio die there?
Yeah.
It
I
went
think
very
that was
quiet
Discord.
for a minute. Yeah, that might have been Discord. then.
Did you guys not hear the Minotaur's name that I just said?
No, you
No.
don't.
I heard you. I was carried away. Gertrude. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
You seem-
ooh.
Call her Gertie, for sure. Dirty Gertie, that's what they call me.
Sure, that's racist.
Alright, I'm gonna be honest. If Gavin knew this was happening, he'd be a little jealous and he would probably do it too.
So,
Do what?
Dirty Gertie.
Oh, go for Dirty Gertie as well. Yeah. But you haven't seen her. It's been a while.
Yeah. No, he's actually looking forward to it.
Okay, so Gavin and Dusty, what kind of girls or bloke? There's
Hmm?
a whole array of people in here. For Dusty, what's catching your eye, Dusty?
Well, I'm taking you to the bar to get you a drink, and sharing my very unhelpful knowledge of that broad over there. You don't want to hook up with that one. That broad over there, she's that one over there. If you give her a good time, she'll give you a really good time. I tell you what.
It's like it sounds like a stock photo of brothel tech.
yeah.
It means nothing. It's just like Gavin's like trying to sound like
By the way, I feel like Dusty would have been able to see Flynn, but just wasn't even.
And then
caring to pay
if
attention.
Gavin sees fucking Belinda, his arm will probably like kind of drop off Dusty a bit and be like, I gotta go. And just leave Dusty.
Well, no, Belinda is out and about. She's kind of overseeing things. She is wearing different clothes. She's not wearing she's wearing more of a more elegant dress than usual.
The manager in this kind of business is called the mistress.
Okay, fair enough. She's the mistress.
Before Gavin
Oh, it's
runs
filthy.
away, like as soon as Gavin tries to run away, Dusty's
Yeah.
gonna grab his arm.
Did we?
What?
Did the audio
Yeah.
cut again there?
Yeah. Oh,
Nah,
yeah.
I think-
I
I think that was a Jared pause.
that was the Dusty pause, I would say.
Yeah.
The dusty
It
paws.
did seem very dusty, so I wasn't sure.
What do I do?
You put it, you get it, and put it, and jiggy jiggy.
You know what? I can fact check that.
I sure found the
Dusty-
post in my head.
Dusty, have you ever had sex?
No, I can't say I have. I'm like
Gavin looks into the camera.
I'm like 20.
Nice.
Dusty, did you just say you're 10 years old?
I'm like 20 years old. I haven't known that many people.
Okay, Gavin's gonna take a quick look around for a girl who looks like kind of young,
Entry level.
kind of like nice and shy, and he's
Okay.
gonna pull Dusty over there, pull out 100 gold, hand it to her, and be like, "Please, show him a good time and be gentle."
Okay, make a perception check or an investigation check to see if you can spot the perfect girl.
Yep, 14,
14?
17 with advantage.
I mean, advantage, right? He's used to this.
I'll give you advantage. Favorite terrain.
Amazing.
Okay, yeah, no, you see someone who looks, maybe like a similar age.
Yeah, she's not super seasoned, but you know.
Human, maybe kind of mid to late
Human.
20s. Well, I mean, this is kind of who's caught the eye of Gavin. If Dusty objects, Dusty can object.
Yeah.
Flowing golden hair that's braided. Just wearing kind of, the standard affair, not much, so to say. And she kind of catches your eye, and as is, she kind of comes over, and you say that, give her the 100 gold, and she says, "Oh, certainly. Come this way, sir." And she takes your hand, and she leads you off.
Okay, I don't say anything about it, like, chug back my whiskey.
So, did anyone
Fucking
explain
drag
how
it
to
away.
use the drug to you?
Yeah, you rub it on your gum. Say,
Oh,
it's
okay. Oh,
6
yeah,
points.
okay.
It's
I
in
was
his
gonna
notebook.
say,
Don't worry.
Yeah. Pulls out the notebook while she's like pussy out. Like, hold on one second.
One second, I've got directions for this.
Laid back, spread eagle.
Now I'll go look for Belinda.
Yeah, you find her. She's been keeping an eye on you guys since you've come in. Just kind of off to the side. Hello, Gavin.
So, Belinda. Heard you're the manager now.
Mistress, is as it's known in this profession.
Mistress. I like how that sounds.
Well, what can I help you with?
Does the mistress help any of her old favorites with...
Well, it depends, Gavin. Are you one of my old favorites?
Am
I think
not?
that would set you back about 200. I've been promoted after all.
Can I do an insight check to see how much, like... Yeah, just 3.
She's kind of like,
Amazing.
no, she's being fairly commanding and kind of respects,
No
demands
secrets
respect
here.
almost.
You know how much fucking money I'm spending? for
She's
this?
looking good as well. She's clearly making a lot more money, and she's upped her kind of makeup game and everything. Her hair is like in an updo. Looks really good.
Fuck. Well, I can't say no to that. 200 gold?
200 gold.
You know what else I have?
I'm really fucking with you, Gavin. 100's enough. I'm not going to charge you 8 times the regular. That's crazy.
Just for this.
I'm also carrying a few extra doses of Lucy.
Although, if you tip me 50, let's say 150, and we'll go as long as we can.
Deal. I'm taking both doses of Lucy.
She-
Amazing.
I'm gonna say there's no rolls needed. All 3 of you guys. Have a pretty good time.
No, bro,
Pretty
come
good
on,
time.
make them roll performance checks.
Well, I kind of feel like that's more on the whore, to be perfectly honest. Like, it's 3 guys. What do? They lie down and get fucked, right?
Can I roll
That's
how
fair.
hard I did?
That is how it works.
Like, at advantage because of the Lucy?
Yeah. 'cause
Roll
the
for
two- 'cause
jizz
the
with
two don't-
advantage.
Do a Constitution save to see how hard you can go.
Right, but I do it at advantage, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so my once... yeah,
Pretty
17.
Nice.
Wait, have I lost? Where is? I think I've lost. Oh, it doesn't matter. You'll have to tell me your roll because I'm not in roll.
17.
17, not bad. Yeah, you guys have fun. Dusty, after being deflowered, so to speak. I will say that unless you want to make any character decisions, you probably had quite a pleasant experience.
Okay.
And as you guys are kind of just like cuddling afterwards, she turns and faces you, and
Dusty's pretty fucked at this point.
yeah, you're. I mean, I would say the sex drug isn't like super like doesn't make you super high necessarily. It's more like a
Yeah, but-
sensation, like a physical sensation thing.
But I think he took he took the
Weed.
The weed. You can
he
just
took
call
the
it weed.
swab. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then pretty much downed as much like whiskey as possible.
Sure.
before-
Okay, I get that. She looks you in the eyes and almost something kind of seems to like almost come over her, and she says,
Was it Dusty?
"Did you miss me, Dusty?
What?
I've missed you so much."
Wait.
Like the face doesn't flinch.
Well, Dusty's face.
hmm
She kind of leans over you now, you're both completely naked, and she puts both her hands on the side of your head and just puts her face directly over yours, so her hair's falling down on you, and her hair is seeming to like almost grow and flow outwards, all over you and all over the bed. And she just says it again. "I've missed you so much, Dusty. Why did you leave me?"
Does her voice like echo, like it's being said by like
Kinda.
3 different things?
No, not quite, but it sounds not necessarily natural. But Dusty's high as fuck, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait.
And as her hair's kind of flowing over you, you can feel like little pinpricks on you. And as you look, you can see each of her hairs have like there's like tiny thorns, like rose thorns in her hair as it's flowing over you.
Okay.
Come back to me, Dusty. Just
What?
say you'll come back to me, Dusty.
I'm
Right
so
now.
dusty, oh fuck.
What Dusty's gonna do here is he's going to try. He hasn't wanted to do this all night. He's going to try to focus.
Okay, go for it.
Two or one. Focus dice. What do you
The
think?
other music was better.
The other music was pretty good.
Yeah.
Two or one focus dice.
Two. I don't know. What's the
Choose an action. One's
choose an action? Then yeah. Use 2.
Both are zeros.
So you can't focus. That's fitting in its own way.
You mean this
Her
one?
hands are kind of squeezing tighter and tighter on your head, and her face just seems to get closer and closer and closer. Even though you should have touched by now, it's just like seems to be getting bigger and bigger, and the bed seems to get further and further away, and her voice is getting louder and louder, and to the point where she's almost screaming now.
Okay.
Dusty!
Okay.
Dusty! And that's kind of like, as it's intensifying, is when you black out.
I'll come
Like,
back.
of her just. Oh, are you like muttering that as you're kind of fading out?
hmm
Okay.
This is interesting.
So
Oh, you
so
just
you
have
you just in your ears and all around you, you hear just your name being screamed over and over again, and you're just muttering like, "I'll come back, I'll come back. Like, you know, kind of maybe sobbing. I'm not sure. And that's
Maybe more
that's the last
emotional than he has been.
Yeah,
since the transformation.
sure.
But I think that's still like a barrier.
And that's the last thing you remember before you black out. And that's that. That's the sexcapades over and done with.
I need to go to bed pretty soon. So I just need to know.
I'm surprised you lasted this
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just
It's just
wondering
so engaging.
how many times did I get tried to get mugged? How many times?
Did Miliana manage to finish the chapter of her book? Find out next session.
Yeah, Miliana is like boring ass bitch who just goes back.
Hard cut to fucking Asmodean getting mugged again. Hard cut to Mila wearing in bed in a nightgown with reading
a
glasses on.
book.
Just slowly licks a finger,
Reading a
turns a
book.
page. It's
Sipping
like,
some wine.
The next morning we show up to her assignment. Miliana looks Asmo looks beat up and everyone else is like hungover like oh
Asmodean's looking at Mila's looking great. She like checked into the spa at the hotel as well in
Yeah.
the morning. Had, like, a great toast. Everyone else looks fucking trashed. I would like actually. I would be curious to know what Kyo did, but I
Yeah.
think Monk plays Kyo
Oh, yeah.
really straight laced. I don't know
Yeah,
if he would have
I
gone
think
to the
so, too.
brothel.
No,
I genuinely
probably
don't know if he would have gone to the brothel.
not.
I don't think he would have gone with
or
me.
something.
I don't think he would have gone with me. So.
Actually, I don't know
I
about
think you
that.
just go get a drink.
You should
I
just
think-
ask him.
I think he might have went with Asmodean to protect him, perhaps.
Well,
Maybe.
I'll tell you what. We'll let Monk
Last.
decide, and whatever he decides.
Yeah,
we'll
of course,
retcon.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't it barbarian?
Barbarian endurance, baby.
Oh, by the way, Flynn, I asked you, but you wanted to go to the.
I was a
Yeah.
little sad. I was actually a little sad that Kyo couldn't come to the brothel because I genuinely don't know if he would have gone with
Yeah,
the dude
that's
or
really
not.
curious. Very curious.
Yeah, because
I
he
kind of
said
wonder if he
that,
would have come to begin with, though. Like, would that be something he's into?
I don't know, but he
Could be.
did say when he made his character, the aspect of the bear as well as being overpowered was something he did really want to lean into as kind of a nod.
Oh,
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
okay.
I actually didn't know
Yeah,
that.
we'll
but,
just,
like,
I guess, ask
until you
him
said
about
the
it.
other
And
day.
if he could have been with us the entire time. Fucking
Yeah, we'll check that
smoking
next
drugs
section.
and whatnot.
Yeah,
I really.
Maybe
oh,
there
but
was a
Jared,
big titty tiefling for him as well.
he might. He
that's
might
what I
have
was
gone
going to
home
say
with
to
the
Jared. Like that is the biggest titty tiefling that I have in my folders. Oh wait, actually,
Yo,
Wait,
it's
I want
all-
to see. I want to see the big titty tieflings.
It's
Where
an
are
order.
they?
go to the
In
art
our-
section.
That's not big titty.
No, it's not even.
It's the
Those aren't
biggest
even-
I have.
Those aren't even fucking tieflings. Those are Draenei, you loser.
Oh, you fucking
Hey,
World
it's
of
close
Warcraft nerd.
I need fat.
Those are Draenei. That's a Draenei. I'm telling you.
that is
I
a
don't
Draenei.
play World of Warcraft.
And the second one's not even got big titties.
Yeah, those are not big titties.
It's the biggest I have. Like this is the full array of big
But-
titty tieflings I have.
I will
go
find
Google
one for
and
you.
write sloppy big tits tiefling.
Anyways,
Maybe we're not looking in the same places for tieflings.
it was fun. Thanks, and
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for playing, Frank.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
thanks for
will
playing, Frank.
speak to you guys. Bye bye.
See ya.
See
Good night, dude.
ya.
Oh, by the way,
I got
it.
Frank, before you bugger off.
He's gone.
He's gone.
What's up?
No, he's back.
No, what's
Oh, he's
come back? What's up? Yeah.
I might need to do some brainstorming for my home campaign in the upcoming week. Would you be down for a call sometime soon with me and
Yeah.
Jared?
You can always call me. Almost right.
Cool. I'll send you a
We'll see
DM.
what- Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. Mate.
Right, good night, dude.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Good night.
All right, yeah, that is significantly bigger titty tiefling.
Nowhere near big enough.
No, I want quadruple the size. Flynn
Yeah.
literally cannot look up without seeing, like, he can't see her face. Titties.
Literally head size. Head size.
I want a hentai titty.
Yes, hentai titties.
I don't have hentai titties.
I'm
still
searching.
And on that note, I'm going to stop the stream and the recording. So thank you to everybody
Are we
who
done?
was. Thank you to the it's like the 5 or 6 people who showed up. Sarah, goodbye.